In this week's episode, Diggs is finally tube and fancy free. Well, something like that. Of course, he's celebrated by going to the parks and hanging out with Dan for his birthday. They've got some fat time in the parks that will refresh your memory. The Matterhorn is closed for a surprise refurb that left us all caught out in the cold. We've got the scoop on what might be happening with the Tiki Room and the all-new Tropical Hideaway. Also, Jungle Cruise movie update, the status of the Fox merger, the James Gunn saga continues, and more on this whipped episode of the MousePIRE Podcast.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Diggs.
I'm Tim.
I'm Dan.
Welcome to MousePIRE, your source for Disney, Star Wars, and everything in between. This is the podcast where both empires collide. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MousePIRE Podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Uh-oh.
The apprentice leaves.
What is this?
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
Bring up me how to show up.
You never had a friend like me.
Some imagination, huh?
Made you look.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, that was yesterday.
That was your birthday.
It was my birthday yesterday.
Dan's old now.
I am old. I'm no longer 40. I'm in my 40s. That's wow. That just got to, I'm going home now, guys. It's bedtime.
Adios.
Bye.
Already?
I just got here and I'm leaving.
Yeah, so Dan went to Disneyland yesterday.
For my birthday.
Yeah, and I joined him.
Yep.
Came over to say what's up
Yep.
with Jose, and Tim and Anthony didn't show up.
You know, I wasn't reminded.
That's okay. I didn't remind you.
off. Jeez, guys.
The invite was extended. You can choose to take it or not. It's all good.
TFTI.
You were invited.
You
we
were
told
invited.
You, so
It happened so early that
Oh, early invite?
well, like, you know, you invite somebody to do something early enough, and then there's no reminder.
Okay.
And then they just forget.
And
That's
next year, I'm having a New Year's Eve party. So this is usually the only reminder.
This is my only invite.
It's for 2020. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and our crossover with his podcast might be on the 17th of
Yeah, I think the
August.
weekend. I think the
but this
17th
is your
of
only
August.
reminder
Yeah,
that it might be on the 17th.
that weekend is. I think when
We're not going to tell you
yeah.
if it gets changed, though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, obviously.
I mean, I don't want to go anyway. I think something.
that's funny. Anyway, yeah, so we were at the parks yesterday. We did a lot of things, and we'll get to that cool stuff later.
Did you guys go on the Ladybug ride at Bugs Land like I told you?
No,
No
I
one wanted
didn't-
to do that.
I didn't go on any rides. I wasn't
No.
feeling it.
No, well, you're still hurting though a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still hurting, but I'm too free.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, before they close Bugs Land, you have to go on the Ladybug ride once and position by yourself and position yourself, or with one kid.
Yeah, we heard it already.
You
so
position
we don't-
yourself at the door.
We already heard
I
it.
got to renew this weekend, so I may try it then.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, maybe. But hey, yeah, I'm tube free, guys, and no more tubes in
Your
me.
tubes are gone.
My tubes are been tied.
You got no
take it
tubes.
out.
No more babies for Diggs.
No,
Whoa.
Just food babies.
So yeah, like I said last Thursday, I was gonna go to my appointment and finally get the tube taken out. I was looking forward
Don't
to.
you usually get your tubes tied, not taken out?
They wanted to pull it out of me, so I went in there.
That must have hurt. Yanked out.
The first thing they did was take out the staples that were in me, and I wasn't trying to look to see what they were doing. And I got lucky that I got a student to do it.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yes, yes, lovely. So she pulled the first staple out. I was like, She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay. It's a little."
Whoa.
How's that go again?
It was a little sting, and then the doctor goes, "Oh, why don't you do it this way?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm being a test subject here."
Hey, you got to learn somehow.
I guess, but I'd rather them not learn on me.
I have no shame. If I feel like there's a student coming to do my thing, I say, "Excuse me, could you find someone more experienced to do this?"
I want to see transcripts.
Even just taking blood, I'll like ask how long they've been doing it.
I want to make sure you got A's and not C's. You know what I mean?
I'll ask them, "Are you the most experienced person here to do this?"
Yeah.
That's a good question. So she did that, and then the next part was to pull a tube out, which I was really nervous about because I was just thinking about pain. One of the surgeon team guys was in there. I seen him. He came to my room after the surgery, and so I knew who he was. But she was pulling the tube out, and I was just laying there, not trying to look or anything, but I can feel it. And then the doctor says to her, "Oh, you don't have to go that slow. You can go ahead and go faster." I said, no, you go as slow as you want. You're doing fine. I'm like, I'm good. So, yeah, they pulled it out, and about 30 seconds after the whole thing came out, it started hurting. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't hurting that bad, just a little uncomfortable. But tube's out. I'm done.
But that meant no Incredicoaster for you.
No Incredicoaster for me.
I finally got on the Incredicoaster. Jose and I got on with my daughter. It was a lot of fun.
You liked it?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. Supposedly he took video. Maybe I'll watch it one day.
One day. Yeah, so I mean, you know what? It was hurting yesterday. It was hard to walk. I didn't think it was going to be hurting this bad after. Well, it wasn't bad, but still hurting after.
It hurt more of it just the discomfort.
Yeah, but I mean, it starts to hurt a little bit, and doing the walking and my belly bouncing, jiggling.
That's why we sat around a bunch yesterday and ate.
Oh, that was nice to sit her down. It was too hot out there. But yeah, hopefully soon the pain goes away and I'll be back on the Incredicoaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool yesterday. I mean, it wasn't as hot as it's been.
No, we took it slow too. I just went because it was my birthday and I wanted to be there on my birthday. So we just took it slow, tried some stuff. Tried the pineapple donut, which we'll get to in Fat Time. Talk about that. We watched the Golden Horseshoe review show. Just kind of beat the heat. Bought the Woody boot. The root float. Yeah, I finally got that for my boy. I got that. Diggs over here has a memory refresher. I don't know if he remembers, but he had a memory refresher.
I've got to get another one. Remember?
Did you refresh his memory?
I didn't because I wasn't there when he got it.
Oh.
I told him to get another one, though. See if he remembered something. He probably didn't.
I forgot to remind him. I actually made it.
Oh, yeah?
I was going to bring it,
and
but
then
you said, no, you said you weren't coming, so I didn't bring it.
That's my fault.
Yeah, so.
I'll pick it up from you later.
It's all made and everything. So.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, yeah, so we're going to jump into here, and we're going to start with, last week we talked about James Gunn, how he was fired from Guardians Volume 3.
Yeah, more news came out, huh?
Well, I guess it's a rumor, Anthony says, that he might be coming back. They might reinstate him. Disney might reinstate him as director. I'm pretty sure a lot of people seen the letter that the cast released.
Yeah. Was that today or yesterday?
The letter.
Yesterday.
That was in full support of James Gunn.
By Pratt.
So, of course, that was all over the interwebs. Like I said, there's going to probably be reinstated as director.
So, I hear that Iger's on vacation.
I saw that, too.
And that most likely if they were going to make some sort of decision, it would be after Iger comes back. That's the speculation. Like he said, and like I said, it was in Variety, which usually if it's in Variety, you like to think you can take it seriously. But even Variety said it was a rumor. So it's just take what you can with it. Either we're going to get an announcement whenever Iger gets done skiing or whatever. Well, I don't think there's any place you can ski right now.
I was going to say skiing.
But,
where? Everest?
Well, someplace out of the country probably.
Oh, yeah.
You can probably ski.
Down south of the hemisphere?
Yes.
Okay.
And, but I don't know where he is, so.
I mean, could you see another way for him to get the job back other than the entire cast speaking out for him?
Well, I mean, yeah, but Disney has to.
Petition.
Well, yeah, there was a petition. But then again.
Disney pays no attention to petitions.
Well, no, they don't. But then again, I mean, there was also a petition to let people drink the sarcophagus juice. So, I mean, there's petitions for everything.
Yeah, I don't have the Death Star
juice?
yet.
What?
What's the sarcophagus juice?
Oh, if you don't know about the sarcophagus, then we can talk about that later. But so
Google, man, Google.
Yeah, you didn't
Apparently.
the black sarcophagus? No.
From.
Wow. Okay. So somebody who spends so much time on news and
just from
the ground.
Here it is. 17,645 people have signed a petition to drink the liquid from the black sarcophagus. I don't even know what the black sarcophagus is, though.
We'll continue to
Apparently
read. It's probably there.
They found some
black sarcophagus. So, anyways, yes, we will see what happens when things happen, and
I think he'll be reinstated.
yeah, the thing that I was about to say was that I think the biggest obstacle, if anything, is Disney admitting they were wrong.
Right. They're
Because it puts
judging
them,
too fast.
Well, number one, they admit it's them admitting that they're wrong,
which is rough.
Which is rough for any company to do.
Yeah.
Number two, they know 100% that they have to stand by the decision because it's going to leave them open 100% for criticism because of still back to the whole Roseanne thing.
Right.
Because all those people that still think that they were wrong to fire Roseanne but right to fire Gunn are now going to be like, oh, well, you were wrong to bring back Gunn because you were still wrong to fire Roseanne. So, I mean, the point is, without getting into too much of a debate about the reasons, once again, because we want to stay out of that, is that they just need to make the decision and they need to stick to it and they need to have some sort of explanation.
That was a good one. Good one.
Yeah, they need to have some sort of explanation.
Something to the effect of,
and there needs to be...
Upon further reflection, we realized that this had happened before. He'd already addressed it. We'd hired him knowing that these things existed.
That's exactly what they need to say.
And we just jumped on because of the climate. We jumped too quick to make this decision.
I don't think they would say that part.
I don't think
the first part. Yes, they should. The other one we jumped. No, they wouldn't say that.
Or we made a decision to retroact. Whatever.
We're in a time where that's the thing to do.
Well, basically, what we need from them is we know that we're not going to get a full apology from them. But there needs to be a half-ass apology.
See, it happened. Chris Hardwick. Chris Hardwick is back doing.
Yeah, I don't even want to get started.
No,
on that.
I'm not. I'm just going to say
Talking Dead without him. Was it just Yvette Nicole Brown?
Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only at Comic-Con or on the show?
No. I think she did a couple of shows.
The show's not on right now.
No.
Oh, okay.
She did something.
I mean, she's the one
more than
that
the
would
panels.
do it, but
It doesn't matter.
She's
she's
just
just like
panel.
the super fan.
He's
She
reinstated.
did the Doctor Who panel.
He's reinstated too, and AMC came out with a statement that said, upon our investigation, we don't see any reason why he should do this and blah, blah, blah.
Here's a question. Aside from the details, putting those aside completely.
I just want to point out that we're not equating
No.
the James Gunn situation to Hardwick.
No.
Completely different. Like I said, that's a whole nother ball of wax.
It's just
thank goodness we don't have to talk about that.
It's just a corporation who looked at something and then said, okay, we looked at this and we see that there's no reason why he should.
But real
do
quick,
this.
just to
That's
end
it.
that part, they didn't fire him. They just basically said,
Yeah, they never fired him.
Right.
We
got to look into this first before we make a
Right.
decision. So
And
he wouldn't be seen on TV.
And whether they're quote unquote looking into was full and proper or not is another story. But they did make a statement, and then they have reinstated him in now. Now the question with that is, and it's the only thing I'll say about it is, will anybody want to be on the show with him?
Well, I'm sure they will. But the other thing is,
people have to make a stand and not do it in order to make a point, and that will happen.
But the thing I want to say is the fact that AMC, they say we're going to look into this.
Right.
Disney just said, "Hey, you're gone.
Right.
We're not looking into nothing."
Right. And there was, I mean, it's like, what was Disney going to look into? Just the fact that an alt-right guy was the one who started it all, because there was nothing they were going to look into because they already knew it all.
Right.
So
my question is, aside from the details, do you think if the entire cast of Roseanne had stood up and said, we want to do this show with her, that they would have looked at the situation different or made a different decision?
If they wanted to do it with her?
Like if they said, you can't fire her, we're all on board for this, like we want to do this with Roseanne. She's just a comedian and she runs her mouth and that's what she's always done.
Without even having to answer the question, I'm just going to say that didn't happen, and that's all.
Obviously it didn't. What I'm saying is if they'd stood up for her in the same way that this cast did, do you think something different might have happened?
We don't need to, but what ifs, we don't need to talk about what ifs. All we need to do is point out that you make a good point by just saying that by exposing,
distancing himself from her,
by basically
made a statement.
The fact that they did not do that, in fact, most of them actually spoke out against her.
Yeah.
And then no one quit.
The fact that speaks volumes compared to how all of the Guardians cast responded to James Gunn.
Yeah.
I think speaks volumes to not only the difference between the Gunn and the Roseanne situation, but
Totally.
the difference between the people themselves and how they interacted with their cast.
We don't need to debate that to see that you had a good point, but it's right there in front of you.
Right.
No, it
it's
is. I
factual.
just was wondering what your opinion was. That's
Well,
it.
it's just that was something like that. We don't need to go into the what ifs, but it does bring up a good point.
I only use it as an
Through your
example.
what if.
I only use these things as an example because you never know what's coming, right? The people that they're saying now are some of the, Me Too abusers or whatever is, I don't know what the term would be, but
Well, we don't need to talk about that part.
but some of these people are like, it's like the furthest person from your mind, that could be, again, Chris Hardwick. Like, I would never have thought that.
Yeah, see, that one I would like to pick up on my podcast because that's the right
Right.
outlet for it.
Right.
It's
I-
not here
I
only because
agree.
it's not from Disney. But
I
I see what
agree.
you're saying. Off air, definitely. We can talk about that, but I don't think it needs to be here.
Nah.
Anyway,
We can
That's the
continue
only reason-
that
that's
on
the only reason I
We
mentioned
could
it.
continue that on the special crossover edition
Yeah.
of
Hey,
MousePIRE.
I'm still not done with that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. I mean, as long as everybody's open to it.
Then it's like buying
it's
one
each to
comic
their
book
own.
and then another one. It's like getting a Spider-Man and then an X-Men.
I guess my example
How
is,
dare you? No.
what if it's, what if it's Johnny Depp that's next?
It should be.
biggest Disney star, and then somebody comes forward, he did this or he said that or
They
whatever.
already have.
We can say bye to the creepy head and the Pirates,
but is Johnny Depp like so much bigger of a star that matters so much more that they're just going to try to sweep that under the rug?
Once
more
again,
so?
this is obviously a discussion for not really for this podcast, but actually he obviously is because he has had things accused on him and Disney's completely ignored it. So
and there you go.
There you go. So yeah, maybe we'll have more discussion on that over there at the.
and Powder. That's all I'll say.
that movie
Powder.
sucked.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
It
Oh,
sucks.
really?
You don't need to.
Surprisingly, I saw that in the theater.
No, I saw it on DVD.
And you're a powder.
What?
You're a powder.
No, I've taken a powder though.
All right, so we're gonna move on. I don't know how to segue to anything else, but you know what? We're gonna talk about some Fat Time now.
I don't ride segways because of Fat Time.
Are you hungry? Well, they are. It's time for Fat Time in the Parks.
So yeah, Fat Time for the parks. As Dan said earlier, we had a lot of Fat Times, and Dan tried the pineapple donut.
Yes, I did. $6
And you know what?
worth.
He got the last one for the
I did get the last
morning
one for that.
shift.
Yeah. I got it about 20 minutes before they brought out the new ones.
So
Got
it
up
must
there,
have-
so I
it
had a
was-
couple.
So it was old as heck then.
Didn't taste old as heck.
Oh, that's good.
It tasted like the donut itself tasted like a Krispy Kreme donut. The entire thing tasted like one of those fruit pies you buy on the stand for $4 when you were a kid. That's what the whole thing tasted like. I got pictures of it. Did you get a picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I got a picture of you eating it. I
Well,
posted
yeah.
that up. Said happy birthday.
That's right. Well, I'll send you a couple pictures of the actual thing.
Okay.
It's the donut. It's pineapple filled. The filling is like you'd get out of a pineapple upside down cake. That was actually pretty good. Would I eat it again? Probably not. Probably not. Even though I do like pineapple, I probably wouldn't get it again. It was good, but it wasn't anything special. Voodoo Donuts is better. That's kind of what I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the cream on top. It's got a cute little
Voodoo Donuts
little umbrella.
any day over the donuts at Disneyland.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they need
That's actually the first time I had a donut at Disneyland, and it was just like it wasn't anything crazy. I shared it. It's pretty rich, so I did share it with my two kids, and my brother had a taste of it too, and it was just like, yeah, it's a $6 donut. It tastes like a donut I can get for $1. Nothing to write home about.
Yet everybody wanted that donut.
Yeah, everybody because it's the Dole Whip in quotation marks.
Yeah, exactly.
Donut.
It's pineapple.
Pineapple's good. I got nothing wrong with that. I
pineapple.
like pineapple. I was ready to have it, but I didn't think it was anything to write home about. It's good, but if they're not, I wouldn't go crazy in line to get one. It was, 2 people ahead of me in line?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. If it was down the street, I'd be like, nope.
Well,
I'd rather go get a Dole Whip.
we didn't have any Dole Whips that day,
No Dole Whips.
but I did have that memory refresher.
Yeah, memory refresher.
I
Did it
ha-
help?
It cooled me
Do
down.
you remember what's in it without looking?
I do remember, and I don't have it written down or anything. It was cherry, And you remember you were talking last week how they have different flavors in one of them?
Right, which makes them different from the Goofy Glaciers.
Right. So I got the Imaginary Pal. That's the one I had. And that one has...
Which I haven't even heard about that one.
That's basically Bing Bong.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
It's like 3/4 is cherry, and then the top part is grape. And then on top of it, they put a piece of cotton candy, and then they put a little marshmallow flour on top of that. So like Bing Bong's hat. So it was really good. I mean, it's a normal, the little slushies you have. But I was there, drinking it, and then at the end, close to the end, I took the lid off. I was like, I'm going to eat this cotton candy. And eating the cotton candy after it's been soaked in the flavor and the icy and everything, it was really good. I was like, oh, wow, this is good. I mean, you eat cotton candy, yeah, it's, sweet, it's good and everything. But just it being really cold and then absorbed all the icy flavors, it was really, really good.
So my son had the Rainbow Unicorn?
He had...
It's right here. It's
yes.
this one that has
everything? Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except the yellow, right? Because they didn't have that?
Right. I guess the yellow wasn't freezing right. It wasn't pouring out right.
Uh-huh.
And
I hate it when my yellow doesn't pour right.
So basically, the Rainbow Unicorn's all the flavors.
Yeah.
And then they have the nerds on top.
Top with nerds, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I caught the tail end of it. It tasted pretty good. And the nerds
Can
were
you say
good.
I want that one without a certain flavor?
I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Because I
would
feel like
imagine
that
so.
I like all the flavors except for the cotton candy. I don't want anything to do with cotton candy, and I would want to try all of it except for that.
He's the kid. This is the kid who, when we go to just 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee, he pours everything. He's at that age, so
Suicide.
That's really good.
The
he was
cotton
in love
candy
with
is
it.
actual cotton candy.
I know, that's why I don't want it.
Well, it's just you can
It's
just
just- it's
you can just
added on
pull
top,
it,
right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just pull it out. I'm saying
Oh.
it's just actual cotton candy. You can just pull
Yeah.
the thing
it's
out.
just on top.
See,
Yeah.
the nerds here are on top. It's not nerd flavored. They actually are nerds.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's the sweet shop part of it.
I didn't know. I thought one of the flavors was cotton
candy,
candy.
yeah.
I wasn't sure. They're not really real plain about it unless you go there and actually look at it.
Yeah, when
All I know is that there's grape, and I want the grape. I'm all about the grape. I want one of just grape.
yeah
I'm
when
all
you
about that grape.
when you go up there, it doesn't tell you basically what's in it. You'll see the picture as we posted last week, I believe, on the episode photo,
Yeah, the menu. was
and
on
it says Imaginary Pal, and it shows it looks pinkish, and then it shows the grape on top, and then something on top of that. I mean, it really doesn't explain what it is, but when you're there, it tells you can see the colors of the icy, and it tells you cherry, it says lemonade, it says pink lemonade, blah, 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 blah. And that's basically what they're pouring into your thing.
I want pink lemonade.
Maybe it was pink lemonade they put in mine. I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds good though.
Yeah. And then they show you how much it basically is added to it. Like I said, 3/4 was a cherry-looking flavor, and then 1/4 of it was the grape. But, I mean, it was good. I mean, it's basically a Goofy Glacier. But
Yeah, I tasted the Rainbow Unicorn one from my son, and it was good. I'd go get. We were on Incredicoaster when they got them, but
yeah, but you got
I'd go
the
back.
melted remnants of
yeah,
it.
but it was still good.
Now I have a question. Is it we used to have this talk about this when we would do the frozen lemonade challenge. Is it like the Goofy Glacier where if you drink it too fast you end up with the ice with no juice in it, or does it go down evenly?
Good question.
It's an
I
important.
think it's gonna.
It's important
I
question.
think
So is it like an icy, or is it like a
Snow cone.
what's the
well, I would
more
say is it like
snow
a Goofy
cone.
Glacier or the one that was up at what was the one that I got, the apple one that was not apple, it was something
Oh.
the one at Troubadour Tavern. Remember that one?
Yeah.
The cherry one. It was cherry.
Yeah.
It was cherry or something like that. That one, remember, I would drink it and you'd have the ice left.
Yeah.
And then same with the Goofy Glacier. That,
I think it's gonna depend on how fast you drink it.
but yeah, like the sparkler or some of those other frozen lemonades, you could just drink it all the way to the bottom. I think it depends on how slush it is.
Yeah.
Or like basically like Sonic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say mine lasted all the way through, so it wasn't. I didn't have just ice at the end.
Right.
Was this not like the ones from Wetzel's Pretzels?
I think what those pretzels is more smoother of a slush.
That's what I'm talking about. When you have a
They
smoother
look like
slush,
the same machine.
when you have a
Oh, it's the same type of machine.
Yeah.
when you have a smoother slush, that's when you have it where because you're actually drinking the slush and the juice, as opposed to when you have the thick slush where you end up just drinking juice and you end up with just ice left over. And
So you have to turn it and mix it.
right, and that's the problem with. That's the only problem I have with mainly with a Goofy Glacier is that it's like that where it's real rough. But if this one is a more of a finer slush, then that's way better. That's like the Boys and Apple Freeze.
What is the one with the blueberry on the bottom? That's what my brother had, and it had
That was
does it
the,
have, like blueberry pearls on the bottom.
Yeah, the Gloomy Blues.
Yeah, that's the one he had.
That's the one he had.
Yeah.
For sadness is purple.
Yeah, sadness. That's what it was. Yeah, so he's talking about it yesterday. Because again, I was on the credit coaster when they got him.
So yeah, he got the Gloomy Blues, Sadness. The other one is Slow Burn, of course, for anger over there. And they have Sunshine in a Cup, the Rainbow Unicorn.
That's me.
The Rainbow Unicorn and the Imaginary Pal. They are $6.49 each, and you do get a discount if you have your annual pass. I liked it. It's really, really good. And we were talking about the size of the store yesterday and how much
I was going to ask you about that.
sweet stuff is actually in there.
Yeah, what do you think?
It is really small. You do go when you walk into the store. It's on the very left side of the store.
That's where the candy is too.
That's where they have
sour balls,
like 3 display racks of the candy, the popcorn, and the bark. I saw the bark there. And then you go up to the counter to order your refresher, and then on the sides they have the little cabinets where they have the candied apples and the Rice Krispie treats and stuff like that. So it is a really small little store.
Not as big as Pooh Corner.
Right, it's not as big as that. It doesn't have as much candy and stuff like that. But
which is what we're led to believe. That
right.
It would be,
and was Bing Bong to be found?
They actually changed the Bing Bong now. It is an actual. Before it was like a kid drawing, right? Now it's an actual
3D.
No, not 3D, but an actual picture, like an actual. Like looking at the billboard, like the outside where you have what Bing Bong was.
So he's still covered up.
Yeah, it's still covered up, but it's like a little wall, and it has a drawing. But it's not.
His nose is still sticking out.
No, it's not there anymore. I was going to take a picture, and I forgot.
This is
what are they
that
doing?
memory refresher didn't work.
You know what it is? Is they're
I don't understand.
They're not completing things on time, and they're finding out what they can do temporarily until later. And I'll give you an example. The new World of Disney store, we talked about how we don't like the new decor, and it's kind of a lot of people aren't too keen on it. Until they open the whole thing again, they're holding back on a bunch of stuff.
Well,
I talked to the managers about
There's
it.
only so much you can put
Yeah,
out.
that they had no choice. Bing Bongs, they had all this time. They could have just kept it closed until it was ready.
Yeah. Well, no, same thing
and
goes
then
for
open
World
it
of
up
Disney.
with like 5 pieces of candy in a sweet store.
Well, same thing goes in World of Disney. They could have waited another week to switch from the one side to the other and hang
you got bills to pay, dude.
Wow.
Especially in a store that size.
You got bills to pay. You got to make revenue.
Well, they have the other side open. It's the same thing. They just switched all the stuff from one side to the other.
You have to make revenue, and there's only so much you can put out.
Yeah, there's a big difference between World of Disney Store and Bing Bongs. Bing Bongs wasn't even open.
Yeah.
They could have just not opened it. That's just them being greedy, which it's not even really greed because all of that same merchandise you can get at Knick Knacks mostly.
Yeah, mostly there.
I mean, they could have taken the candy if they really wanted to. They could have taken some of the candy or at least the bark and put it at another shop.
That could have been in a display rack like that. You know, they have the newsstands at Disneyland. It could have been in something like that.
And then just wait until they're ready to open Bing Bongs and just wait until then.
World of Disney 2.
I mean, nobody was breaking down the doors to get memory refreshers.
True.
I mean, yes, they are good.
Speaking of which, was there a line?
Yes.
I still haven't had the abominable whatever drink. Because I'm not about to wait 30, 40 minutes.
Is that what it still is?
I don't think so.
Oh, at the, what's the name of that place?
Abominable.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
It wasn't that long today, was it?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't crazy long.
We waited 29 minutes, and it was the line
Well, that
was.
still seems long for now.
No, that was the first time we went. When we went, I waited 29 minutes to get that, and that line went almost towards the Incredicoaster line.
Right.
The line there was probably 15-minute wait, so
Oh.
it wasn't that long of a line.
No, I'd look at it every time we pass. I don't want to wait in the sun though.
Right.
Yeah, they should have put up something over there if they knew that the line was going to be long.
Well, the whole pier is set up to be I'm out in the sun, and which is fine. But the thing is, we're not at the coast where we're catching any coastal breeze, so we just catch sun and sunburn.
Right.
Which is like that's what I hate about the pier.
I mean, they make a big deal about all those stupid Pixar ball, Luxo ball umbrellas, but then they don't put them where they're needed.
Yeah, they need them in the Incredicoaster line.
So, yeah, go over there to Bing Bong Sweet Stuff and try those refreshers. I was debating on which one I wanted to try. It was either the Imaginary Pal or the Unicorn. So next time I will try the Unicorn one and go from there. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Try that out. And then Dan, later on, Dan decided he was going to leave.
Uh-oh.
He didn't want to hang out with me anymore. Hey, we took a picture with Mickey Mouse, though.
We did take a picture with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
I made him take a
actually, you
picture
know
with
what? I was
Mickey
going to
Mouse.
post that before I got here, and I forgot. But I'll be posting that pretty soon.
Hold on, while we're still on Fat before you get to that, I got the boot yesterday too. I got the root beer float.
Right.
And I'm lactose intolerant, so I didn't eat the root beer float. My kids seemed to enjoy it, and it was $17?
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, I basically paid $12 for the boot, but it's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little.
Real quick, we just
collectible.
wanted to go back and mention that the unicorn bark is there now,
Ooh.
and it's a 7-ounce package, and it was how much? $9.99.
Yeah, $10, I believe.
So $10 for a 7-ounce package.
That's a bite.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, and I think less food or less ounces, or was it the same amount of ounces as the brittle?
I can't tell you
It's
that.
cheaper. It's more expensive than the brittle, but
That's because it's a unicorn.
yeah, it's because it's unicorn. It's rare. So if you guys wanted to try that unicorn, it's really good.
Yes, definitely
And,
try that.
Related to that, I saw a meme the other day where it showed Noah's Ark taking off, and the unicorns were like on a little island, and said, "Was that today?"
Sounds about right.
That's pretty funny.
So yeah,
Unicorn bark.
we did take a picture with Mickey Mouse, and then Dan left me. He thought, "I'm sick of tired of your tube complaints." And no, that's good.
Had the tube come out yet?
Yes, you guys, he did just ask that, and yes, I know that
I
was
meant
in the
before
beginning.
or after the day is what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's because this was just yesterday.
about. Oh, okay.
This guy over here. Oh yeah, he is on his phones too, guys.
You know, it's a casual situation.
You know, we took a picture with Mickey, and then my brother had decided, I'm hungry, man. Let's go.
Hold on, I'm
get
gonna talk
something.
about it right now.
So Diggs decided to do something else without me, no invite. Didn't say, hey, we were going to go over here, because I would have gone and eat over there, but whatever.
Yeah, so we took off to downtown Disney to go check out those food trucks. And well, I wasn't really hungry.
Yeah, but habit sounds good anytime.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
agree
there you
with
go.
that. I agree with that. So if you guys didn't see our post that there's food trucks over there downtown Disney where AMC was, they have the Habit truck
Where exactly did they place the trucks?
right there where AMC was.
Okay,
They
because
have-
I was there the other day and I saw the the chairs and stuff set up, and they had like where the old AMC banners were. They
Well,
had like
if
Mickey
you would
and Donald
pay
and
attention to
Goofy.
my post on our page, you would probably see the pictures
I have it
posted.
followed. I don't know why I never see it.
I don't either, but I posted the pictures of the food trucks. I got Winky to go and take me pictures of it. So the Habit truck is there. They have Brew Wings.
Wait, so they covered up all those really pretty banners that they hung up last week?
No, those were there when I was there.
I know, that's what I mean. They covered up all those banners?
No, there's no banners covered up.
Oh.
They have some other stuff hanging up there.
Because they had all those new banners they put up around the AMC.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce
So that-
banners?
What?
Bruce banners?
No, he's not
That's
too
fine.
big. And I guess I'm just not getting where they are. Because you said they're in front of the AMC, but if they're in front of the AMC, they'd cover the banner. But
No. The food truck's on the side.
oh, okay.
Right there in the AMC. You can sit down and
Is
eat.
there walls and stuff over there?
No, there is no.
Nothing?
The only
So-
wall is in front of
It's just empty.
ESPN. zone.
Okay, so there's no wall around.
There is no walls going up
Earls
over
or
there.
nothing, huh?
No. Actually, there's a wall going from the side of the Lego store bathroom
Well, yeah, because
leg
that's going to be the
to-
new entrance.
to Starbucks. All right, so like I said, there is Brew Wings there. Of course, they have chicken wings and waffles. They have grilled cheese.
Now, do we know if all these are going to rotate? Because, I mean, if they're going to rotate,
So,
okay, cool.
Brew Wings, The Habit, and Afters Ice Cream is there. They're actually, people keep asking me if they're validating parking if you buy from them. I guess on Friday they weren't doing that. And of course, I'm going to guess a lot of people complained about it.
Right, because that's spending money there.
And now, as of Saturday, they were validating parking. So if you do buy your $20 worth of stuff there, they will validate your parking.
Which is easy at a food truck if there's two people.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, I find it interesting actually that it's. I don't know. Was it Brewing? I don't know that one, but Habit and Afters. I find it interesting that they're chains, and they went with food trucks that are chains
That's
instead
pretty
of just
common now, though, for chains to have a truck.
Oh, well, that I didn't say that, but like the convention center,
you
it's
want
different
a
type
food
stuff.
truck. You want something that's not a chain. You want, food trucks is just one. They just have a food truck and they go places, and that's
but
it.
if Disney's going to choose a food truck, I would think that they would choose something, the most reputable thing they could.
Yeah,
so
but
if the Habit as a food truck, they're going to choose that.
Monster Burger has a food truck, and it's not necessarily a sit-down place that I know of. Anyway, if it is, it's not a chain. But Habit, I can go a few miles away and get Habit, or a few miles away and get
A lot of them
Afters.
start with food trucks, and I think sometimes now they end with food
You know, I mean, all of your guys' debate may mean nothing if it's just that's who agreed to do it.
Yeah, well, yeah. It just
Because, I mean, I could even see someplace, the grilled cheese truck, they may have said, hey, you guys want to come over here? Grilled cheese truck's going to make more money going to their normal places than
Carl's
they will
Jr. has a
sitting
food
all
truck.
day at
In-N-Out has
In-N-Out has a food
downtown
truck.
Disney.
Yeah.
Now,
So speaking of sitting all day at downtown Disney, I believe the hours they start is at 2:00 in the afternoon.
so it's not the original 12 that you had reported?
Yeah, I thought it was 12 because it makes sense. You want to be there at lunch,
So
right?
that person that was like, I was there from 12 to 1 and there was nothing here.
Well, obviously you weren't there long enough to go and.
Makes sense that you'd want to be there most of the day.
Well,
but
at
Yeah.
the time, you had said that they get there around 12, I think. And
Well, you would say you would think they get there around 12 set up and then
you
start
would think
cooking
so, yeah.
and open whenever. But anyway,
Right.
I guess it's 2:00. They start selling,
So
and
they're
they-
shooting more for a dinner crowd than they are a lunch crowd, then definitely.
maybe a little after lunch crowd. So from 2:00 to midnight, they're there, and
to midnight. Oh wow.
yes, that was from Afters. Afters said that they're there every day till midnight.
Afters though.
So I'm not sure about the Habit or Brew Wings.
So if you want some
ice cream.
Afters the park, you can go there.
That was, and you know what? I had Afters yesterday. I had
Because Dan ditched you?
yes. I was. I had
After
a.
Dan.
I have to console myself, and I tried. I tried the strawberry shortcake ice cream.
That sounds good.
It was really good.
How'd that work out for you, diabetic?
I know it worked out really well because I was walking all day.
Take a shot. Oh, that was part of the reason why my brother didn't have his meds. He didn't bring his meds yesterday. That's part of the reason we had to leave.
I had extra Humalog,
He's diabetic too.
but the ice cream was really good because they had like real strawberries in there,
Oh,
and they had
dirty.
like big chunks of strawberries when you're eating it. Oh my god, it was so good.
That makes me think about some other ice cream. That's okay.
But they had and then they had like little pieces of the cake, as they like eating a strawberry shortcake.
Oh.
It was really good. It was $5.50 for a scoop, and they're really known for their milky buns. Basically, it's like a
Same.
warm. It's like a warm donut. They open. They cut
Thank
it,
you.
it's like a warm donut.
Oh, that's Afters.
Yeah,
oh
they-
my God,
they-
that is the greatest
Yeah, it's
thing
like
ever.
it's
They
like
cut it in half.
Yeah.
and then they put the ice cream in the middle.
yeah,
I didn't have that
it
because
ain't Baskin Robbins.
that's the business.
I didn't have it because it was $8.50, and I heard you can just go to their store. It's $5 there.
Mm-hmm.
There's an Afters right there by down the street from me in Rancho, so I can just go there and have that. So I just tried the ice cream; it was really good. Of course, I did go to the Habit to eat bacon cheeseburger. I wanted to make sure they had bacon, and unfortunately, Anthony, it's not $1.29. It's $1.30, but it's okay. It's $1 or like 1 cent more.
Whoa.
Big deal.
Whoa.
Hey, what was the
Whoa.
what was the taste of the burger compared to like just gonna have it? Because sometimes you get a food truck, it tastes a little different than it does. in the
It was overcooked
Really?
a little bit. I don't mind eating something burned a little bit. I don't mind that. It just reminded me of eating.
good for digestion.
It reminded me of, like eating at a barbecue when people just overcook the meat.
Yeah.
It's been there too long on the
Yeah,
grill,
yeah.
so it was kind of burnt. It wasn't.
Was it
that
over an
bad.
open flame instead of like a burnt?
No, I think they were. Oh no, I I don't know. I'm pretty sure they charbroil at the other place they do over there.
Carl's, I think, cook over an open flame because I always see this big
Right.
smoke come up.
Right.
On the truck?
Yeah, because they always go to the opening day of like softball season and baseball season. They're always there.
So, I mean, it was good. I mean, the ham is the bomb. I love the bacon. The bacon's the best.
So I'm going to guess that
bacon.
we discussed this before when they've had food trucks there about how the food trucks got in and out.
No, they weren't there.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But I'm wondering if the reason they're not changing food trucks because those food trucks are just going to stay there.
I believe they leave.
Oh, do they leave?
Yeah, because that one person said there was nothing there, remember?
Oh, right. That's true. They would have to be nothing. They would have to leave.
So I'm pretty
So
sure.
it seems like
Oh,
weird.
in the morning? Oh, okay.
Or like
Well,
at
it seems
midnight.
like if they don't show up if they leave at midnight and they don't show up until 2 in the afternoon, it's like really weird logistically to have to get them to get them in there.
Well,
at
you
2.
got security stopping traffic
Yeah,
and
security
stuff.
doesn't know how to do anything.
And there's
Oh,
nothing
I know
down there.
that.
Well, I guess, there's nothing down there now, so maybe there's not as much foot traffic. Basically, now the only foot traffic you should have is between the hotel and the rest of downtown Disney.
All right, so food trucks are there now. Like I said, 2:00 till midnight.
So obviously, it is possible that at some point, maybe like every couple of weeks, they might change out food trucks, especially if one of those food trucks maybe already has a prearranged gig or something. Because are they only there on the weekends, or is it every day?
It's every day.
So that's what I mean.
Yesterday was Monday.
You would think that these people that they would have probably like prearranged things that they do. So either they'll have like one less food truck, or maybe they'll bring somebody else in. Just if anybody out there goes to the park, goes to downtown Disney, and they see a food truck other than the ones that were named.
Most places have a couple of trucks, though. It's not just one truck they have.
Right.
And we were told that they were going to be there every day until the last day will be September 3rd. And, of course, as of now, or as of today, still, Disney has not announced anything about food trucks at downtown Disney. Is that a surprise?
I'm just surprised
No.
that the parking's still open at Stitch.
Is it?
Yeah.
You just love those curveballs.
No, I mean, it has to do with them not doing things that they have said that they're going to.
Wrong stitches. Speaking of something that wasn't announced, you had brought it to my attention that there is now, or there was, or maybe for one day, we don't know. You'd have to go over there and find out that there was, or maybe a vanilla cobbler shake over at Smoke Jumper's Grill.
Right.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, damn, forgot the DuckTales cup again.
But wait, can a cobbler
Jumper.
be vanilla? What's the fruit?
Bean.
There's it looks like it's strawberry because the picture looks like it's strawberry cobbler,
Strawberry vanilla?
or maybe like I don't know, raspberry. Could be raspberry. The color, just going by the color, it's either strawberry or raspberry. Probably.
I'm going to go with strawberry.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, it looks really yummy. And but yeah, they haven't announced it. We don't know if it was a one-time thing. Just some they said just some random person on Michael's group posted this, and they just said that it's there at Smoke Jumpers.
What was it called again?
The Vanilla Cobbler Shake, and it's at Smoke Jumpers. They said it tastes just like drinking a pie a la mode.
Dirty Disney, not catering to this
That's
lactose
pretty
intolerant
awesome.
people. All this stuff sounds so good, but I know I'm going to go and be sick.
You know what? I need to try that. I forgot all about that, too.
I forgot about it too until I was looking at your picture of the unicorn bark because I wanted to say how big it was. So I was zooming in, but then I noticed the cobbler drink because you sent that to me after the unicorn bark, so it reminded me.
All right, so we also got some heads up that they have breakfast back over at the River Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't make up their mind where they want breakfast to be.
Mickey pancakes?
They have Mickey pancakes.
Oh, that's good. They're good. I haven't had breakfast at the park in a long time, but Mickey pancakes were good. Riverbell breakfast was good. Where I've eaten a couple times.
I really
We
need
had
to.
breakfast a couple of times in the park. We usually
I really
stop
need.
somewhere.
I really
for-
need to get over to
Can't get
Carnation.
up there that early.
I really need
That's
to
true.
get up and go to Carnation and get the waffles.
All right, so the Mickey shaped pancakes served with applewood bacon. Now the picture.
I like bacon.
I like applewood bacon.
The picture here of the pancake is a little different than what we used to have.
It's like mini?
No, because it does look like a mini, huh? But usually you have like the two blueberries and a cherry nose, and then the pineapple smile face. This one's just the shape of Mickey with some strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries.
It does look like Minnie.
Yeah, it does, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like very much food.
It's
You know what it looks like? It
you'd
looks
need,
good.
Like straight up, any of us would need 4 of those to be.
Well, it's the same what we always, because I remember when you and I used to go get, in fact, more recently when your brother was having his thing, and we went for.
Whoa.
I don't know what you're talking
Anybody
about.
that's been listening for a while knows what his brother's thing was that he had that one spring. But we went for breakfast one time, and I remember we got that, and it was basically the same thing. It was just arranged differently.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
In fact, they used to put the pancake on one plate, and then they'd give you the eggs and the bacon and stuff on a separate plate.
All right, so I guess you don't have to make a reservation. You can walk in and go have your breakfast over there, have your Mickey Mouse pancakes and all that kind of stuff. They also have some other stuff. They have the country biscuits and gravy.
Have you ever needed a reservation for breakfast?
No,
I didn't think so.
but you needed the reservations for the lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
So-
still doing the Fantasmic thing, yeah?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. But they were just making it known that no reservations are needed for breakfast.
Right, still, okay.
Breakfast,
Right.
no reservations.
Head over to River Bell.
I think I'll ditch work one of these days and
Grab
go
some
get breakfast.
Hey, wake me up and maybe I'll go meet
Yeah,
you.
there you go.
Before you go.
All right, so we're going to bring you up to date on some refurbs that are going on in the parks. We have Pinocchio's Daring Journey.
No!
Yes, I'm sorry, but it is closed
No!
for a refurb through August 3rd.
You know, I was there, not this last Saturday, but the one before, and we tried to ride Pinocchio, and it had just broken down. Late at night, too. And they couldn't. We were there in the area. We rode everything else in the area for about an hour, and they couldn't get it back
Now
up.
you know
So
why.
that might have something to do with it.
Probably
Unscheduled
not.
refurb.
No, it's probably one of their normal scheduled
Yeah.
refurbs.
Now, we posted about this about a month ago or so. I don't understand it, why they would be doing this right now, but Matterhorn is under refurb until fall of 2018. So we don't have a clear opening date on that.
Are we thinking that they failed something?
What do you mean?
I don't know. OSHA.
I was going to mention OSHA.
Because why else would they close a major attraction
In the middle of
Exactly.
summer.
in the middle of summer?
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Something broke to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless there was
especially a ride that has already closed multiple times for lengths of time. Recently, I mean, we're only 5 years out from that major refurbishment, right? So, I mean, because that major refurbishment was in 13 or 14, or was it 14? 14, I think.
Yeah, I think
13 to 14 or something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
So, I mean,
within the last 5 years.
we're within 5 years of the major refurbishment, and then we're within less than that of when they did the refurbishment to address the whole "it hurts my back" issue. And then now this all of a sudden closing. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe we're finally getting the 2-seater.
I'm thinking that.
I hope that would be the.
I'm thinking that there was an accident or an injury or something that has necessitated them closing suddenly out of normal refurbishments
Right.
for because Matterhorn's one of those ones that would have a spring refurbishment normally.
Yeah, it's usually February.
Yeah, so I mean, for it to be closing now and not say closing in September, because you know how hard would it be just to wait until September and keep it open till then? It has to be something that forces them to close it now. It's the only
Right.
thing I can figure. I mean, it just makes sense.
No, you're right. There's got to be
There's got to be something to it.
behind the scenes reason. I used to have somebody I could ask about that, but no, he's not in fantasy or at Disney anymore.
Maybe they're finishing the basketball court.
You know, that could be a reason.
It's about time.
They're going to bring people up there for one-on-ones.
All right, upcoming refurbishments. Haunted Mansion will be August 20th through September 6th.
Why?
For the Haunted Mansion Holiday Overlay.
It's that time already?
Yeah.
I went to Costco today and they have Halloween costumes already.
Of course
Oh, wow.
they did.
Yeah.
And
Wow, it's really that late?
Yeah.
of course, Space Mountain is going to be going
But why?
for their Ghost Galaxy overlay.
Changing the disc.
You know what? It's literally going to be changing the disc because
Is
it's
it
only
one
going to
day?
be closed on September 6th. And that's it.
That's after Labor Day, too.
And then the next day is September 7th, of
Real
course.
quick, before you move on, there's something about Space Mountain that you forgot to report on last week, and perhaps this would be a real quick, a good time for you to talk about that.
Yeah,
So we got a brand. Well, I think we did talk about that they were doing a little work over there on top of the Starcade.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And they opened up the brand new Q line, and added some decorations in there. There is a, what is it up there?
It's like a
satellite.
It's a Q line extension kind of.
Yeah, it's
right?
a Q line extension.
in the top on the top floor of Starcade.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's similar to what they did the on the bottom with Star Tours.
Yeah.
But it's way cooler.
Okay.
Do you remember what it's called?
All right, so yeah, that is called the Astraeus Project Telescope.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me to.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the name of the area, not the name of the satellite.
No, there is
Well,
that.
maybe if you get off your phone, you probably know what we're
No,
talking
I
about.
thought that's what we were talking about. The different.
No, we were talking about this.
Yeah, I know
This
what it
thing
is.
that's hanging there from the ceiling where
I'm sure he knew what it was.
No, I knew what it was. I just didn't think that we were talking about
Hey,
the name of that
Do you
Q
think this
area.
is hanging from the same wires that the X-Wing? Yeah, it's,
I was gonna say,
I'm going to say no because I'm going to guess that they put new wires in.
Okay, but do you think do you think where the wires are attached to on the ceiling
Probably.
is the same?
Probably.
so it looks like the Q just goes around the walls.
Yes,
Is that
and
what-
yeah, because you have your big opening in the middle where you used to look down to the arcade, the rest of the arcade area, and
Which is nothing right now.
yeah, basically the Q is just hugs around the wall. It probably does a couple switchbacks and kind of does one of those things and then swings you around again.
Well, hopefully this means air conditioning.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Well, that didn't work for the Star Tours.
I know that Star Tours one
Expanded
certainly
queue.
doesn't
I
have
hate that room.
air conditioning.
If that room is open, even if it's 35 minutes, I'm not getting
You
on.
won't do it.
And I won't do it.
Now there's
That room smells when it's
also
hot.
besides the big Astraeus satellite that's hanging from the ceiling. There's also some more
Right.
murals on the walls that are really nice. Some nice artwork. They actually obviously had somebody get in there and paint that.
Do the murals on the walls go round and round?
No.
Do they go around though?
And then there's
Once, at
another.
least?
I know there's another little thing. It's not in this picture. You can't see in this picture, but I saw it in another picture when it first opened. There's a little like glass and there's like a map or something, or there's something having to do with more of this Astraeus project satellite story, which has something to do with the old designation and the old part of the old story for Space Mountain, which was that the Space Mountain is basically designated Space Station 77.
It is.
And they had the whole deep space exploration probe. Remember the old graphic that was on the wall with that was red?
Oh,
You
yeah.
had the little itty bitty white thing, and it says approaching, and then it would go like because it was going into hyperspace or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was the deep space exploration probe that you were going to be getting into or whatever.
The Twitters right here says this unmanned craft departs on decades-long missions to previously uncharted corners of the universe, using advanced communication technology to transmit never-before-seen images back to the space station.
Whoa.
It has not appeared in any Disney films.
Whoa.
Cool.
That's the Atreus.
Yeah, that's the Atreus.
Astraeus.
That's in the comments on the tweets.
Oh, from who?
From Disneyland Today, I scrolled down the
They
comments.
actually had more information to give?
Yeah, I scrolled down
They
the
were
comments.
replying
and it
to
was there.
someone.
Yeah, I was replying to somebody.
Wow. I could picture that right now, them getting that tweet. Can you tell us more about this? And then the guy's like this somewhere. He's like turning to somebody. Hey, do we know more about it, or should I just make some shit up?
Is
hey,
Disneyland
make
Today?
some shit up.
They only replied because someone said, "I'm curious to what Disneyland Today would reply."
So I'm
So they
wondering,
challenged them.
does Disneyland
That's
Today
hilarious.
reply better to things than the Disney
No.
blog does?
Oh,
Disney
no.
blog don't reply.
Yeah.
They in the comments sometimes of articles they'll reply,
We're
but
not
it's
talking about
super
articles.
random. Yeah.
They don't never reply on social media.
Oh, okay.
No, Disneyland Today don't know anything.
Yeah, Disneyland Today replies, but they reply usually with wrong answers and nonsense.
That's horrible.
That's probably the most useful thing they've ever said because it's probably even if they made it up off the top of their head, at least it's useful.
I've tweeted at Disneyland Today a couple times, and they've replied back to me.
We've been replied back to several times. It's usually wrong things, or they're lying to us, or they're telling us the park is open when it's actually not.
Or canned answers.
or canned answers.
No, I think it's been about fireworks or something like that. It's been something small
But
that they
did
released.
Did they have
This is my history with Disneyland today. So
There's 3 tweets here. What? Never.
No, this is DMs.
Oh, that's DMs
These are
between.
DMs.
Oh, those are DMs.
Yes,
Oh,
with
wow.
me and them. So
See, I only have a couple DMs.
Diggs
between.
slid right in there. Right into the DMs.
All right, so yeah, you can go check that out. Check out the new queue area over there for Space Mountain. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I forgot to talk about that last week.
And hopefully that means less standing in the sun for people. So cool.
All right,
I'm all about that.
exactly.
Especially if there's air conditioning.
All right, don't forget, last day for Bugs Land is September 4th.
Bye.
Hasta la bye-bye. Head over there and go on Francis's bug ride.
Ladybug spin.
And go check out that.
Sit you and your no more than 2 people, and sit them both as close to the door as possible. I'm telling you, it's the best like flat ride.
You know what you should do
experience.
instead of that? Go to the bathroom.
Oh, because that sounds fun.
All right, so another upcoming refurb is the Tiki Room. Now, that is set to go into refurb on August 6th to September. Well, I don't know. September something right now because that's how far the calendar goes for the refurbs and everything, but we don't have a set date on when that's
So
actually
it's
going to
closed at least as far as what the calendar goes.
Right.
Which is what? September what?
September 9th or 10th.
Well,
Which one is it? The 9th or the 10th?
Well, you got to get Tiki. Make sure Tiki Room is open by Halloween, right? Oh, I don't know.
I don't think Tiki has anything to do with Halloween.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, right now the calendar goes up until September 9th, and it is still closed on there. So
and that's already started, or that starts
August 6th.
August 6th. So,
But what has started over there, they already put up a wall on the side of the Tiki Room where like the gods are on the left side.
on the, what's that? Maui and I think whoever else is on that
It's
side.
basically half that waiting area. is shut
Right.
down.
Yes, and then it goes all the way up to the side there, going towards something over there. All right, so yeah, that's going to go on right now. That's going on right now. I'm not sure what's going on over there on that, but Anthony got some insight to.
I mean, because what they're doing right now with the wall on the one side isn't really affecting how people get into Tiki.
No.
Other than the fact that you say the bathrooms are enclosed and part of that, right?
Yeah, I wonder, are they taking those out?
Is the wall extend all the way up to the bathrooms? Or?
I don't remember right
You don't
now.
know?
No, it was really crowded because there was a lot of people in line for Dole Whips. So there was like a lot of people there, and then of course people waiting to go into Tiki Room. So I really I really didn't look in there to see where the wall was at. I just noticed that the wall was
I
there.
heard that those bathrooms are closed.
Okay.
But
Okay,
I
well,
don't know.
that
I heard it on another
corroborates-
podcast, so I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not
did
gonna,
you know?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know if this
An
is
unnamed podcast. I'm not gonna.
Because I don't know if this is a scoop or not, or if this has been said anywhere else. But from what I hear, yes, those bathrooms are coming out. Yes, Tiki Room is being converted to be ADA compliant. There will be a ramp put in, so that way wheelchairs and other people with walkers and canes and stuff will be able to get up without having to.
Yeah, it's not, huh?
It's not.
Well, no, it is, but you got to go up the back way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
So the exit.
But now they'll be adding a ramp, and then there's yes, the bathrooms are coming out. The bathrooms coming out will be related to how the ramp goes in. They're either they're gonna move and make the entrance much bigger, and then add the ramp somehow, or they're taking the ramp around the backside. But considering the fact that that whole side of the gods and everything is all closed as well, I'm thinking that they're maybe going to move that whole wall further to the left and make that waiting area bigger, and then close off to the right. Because the other thing that we're hearing is that the outside of the Dole Whip is going to close. There will be no more Dole Whip from the outside. That Dole Whip stand will only be accessible from inside the attraction
to clear more walkway space.
Right, to obviously clear more walk space because that is a big thing.
That's a crowded
that they're
walkway.
trying to do, and
You got to keep in mind that's going to be one of the main ways that people are going to get to Star Wars Land. They're going to go through Adventureland,
right,
and then they're going to go through the rivers and go down that way.
So depending on what they do, they're going to close off the outside to the Dole Whip stand, and the somehow or another they're going to stop it where people. I'm hoping that the reason that they're moving the entrance, or whatever they're going to do with the construction, with not only the ramp, but I'm hoping that they're moving the entrance over so people can't just duck inside just to get a Dole Whip and then duck back out. That it forces people that you have to be doing Tiki in order to go to that Dole Whip stand if you're going to use the Dole Whip stand inside. So they're closing that one, and they're moving the exterior Dole Whip to the upcoming Tropical Hideaway, which we've talked about before.
That makes sense.
Is going where Aladdin's Oasis was, and that there will be 2 Dole Whip stands
for the first time ever in a Disney park.
For the first time ever in a Disney park.
For the first time in forever.
For the first time in ever.
There will be 2 Dole Whip stands at the Tropical Hideaway there, as well as the bathroom. They're basically going to close the bathroom at Tiki Room, and they're going to either expand the companion bathroom that's there at Aladdin's Oasis and what will become Tropical Hideaway, or they're going to completely knock that out and put a brand new bathroom, or whatever it is that they're doing. Either way, there's going to be a bathroom. I wouldn't be surprised if actually you come to find out it's just the companion bathroom, and that you're actually. I mean, because would you really? Why did they even put that bathroom at Tiki Room
when it was going to be a restaurant?
When it was a restaurant?
Yeah, when the original plans were for it to be a restaurant.
So that's the only reason why that bathroom was there.
It's not a restaurant at all? It's supposed to be like several counter services, like a mall or something, right?
No. He's talking about Tiki Room. Why the bathrooms there at Tiki Room?
I said, why was there bathrooms at Tiki
plan.
Room when there's literally bathrooms right across the street?
Let's talk about that the bathroom anyway for a second, because a lot of people use that as, that's a secret bathroom, but truth be told, it's hot in there,
right?
And it's very small,
right?
It's not the best bathroom.
I mean, it's not a companion bathroom.
If you walk in that bathroom with a backpack on, you and one other person can fit in. That's it.
I've never been in there.
And it really? Oh, the men's restroom only had 1 stall and 1 urinal. So anytime I went in there with a backpack and somebody else came in, we didn't fit together.
So it's like a gas station bathroom.
Yeah, it's very, very small. Honestly,
like a little league bathroom.
Yeah, I will not miss it. I won't miss it.
So I wouldn't even be surprised if they literally just take those bathrooms out and that they still just leave the companion bathroom there at Tropical Hideaway and don't even change it. Because I don't even really remember where that companion bathroom is.
It's tucked back. You know how the Aladdin's
because they're going to have to redo all around it to make it fit in with whatever it is they're doing.
True.
I'd like to see it expanded. If they're going to do that, they need at least another. Yeah, it needs to be expanded.
So I mean, we'll see. Because like I said, there's literally a bathroom across the street.
That's true.
So do we really need more bathrooms in that area?
Those just got redone a couple of years ago too.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, the ones
across, they're bigger
the
than they were.
Are bigger. So that's what I'm saying. Do we really need to move the bathroom from Tiki to Tropical Hideaway? Why not just get rid of the bathroom at Tiki and then just maybe instead of having a companion bathroom, you just add a second companion bathroom?
Yeah, I think that would be a better idea. A second companion bathroom.
But either way, that be it as it may, the bathroom thing definitely there's going to be. That's where the Dole Whip is going to move to, is Tropical Hideaway. Like I said, from what I hear, 2 Dole Whip stands, which would be unprecedented and really interesting. Just, I guess the only reason to put 2 Dole Whip stands would be
2 long lines.
2 long lines rather than 1 very long line. The only thing that really bothers me about that is that I feel like that's going to be it. That's all it is just 2 Dole Whip stands and some chairs.
Yeah,
which is okay.
Well, they're supposed to have some of the boat, the captains over there.
Right. I mean, to me, it's fine because it's legit. Because so many people get Dole Whip that why shouldn't the Dole Whip have its own area? Well, why shouldn't they have Why shouldn't people be able to get their Dole Whip and sit down
like the ice cream parlor?
Right.
Yeah.
But I still think 100% that they would be wasting an opportunity if they didn't move Bengal Barbecue into that area also, because they would kill a bunch of birds with one stone. Not only would they clear out the walkway with getting rid of the Dole Whip people, but then you clear out all those people lingering in front and around
waiting
Bengal
for their Bengal
Barbecue.
Because
the people waiting for Bengal Barbecue.
It's on the app.
The people waiting for Bengal Barbecue, plus the people eating Bengal Barbecue, and then there's the people that stand around by the big cast member door right there that just kind of linger around over there.
Between there and Riverbell.
If you if you moved Bengal Barbecue over to the Tropical Hideaway, you get rid of all those people.
It fits the theme.
Because almost what they did when they got rid of the store, changed the store up, and moved the stroller parking, it was almost only half-assed if they didn't take care of the Bengal Barbecue problem.
It's an oxymoron, isn't it? Stroller parking.
Real quick on that, I'm going to show you this picture I saw the other day. Oh, it was yesterday. Pretty cool picture. I would love to see more of it around the parks.
No stroller.
Oh my God, where was that?
Oh, you can see right there.
I can't tell. To be honest
That's
with
the
you.
terrace, isn't it?
Oh, that's Tomorrowland Terrace. That's fantastic. They're basically saying you can't bring them on the dance floor, right?
Right. No strollers. Thank you.
Perfect.
Well, I want more of those signs around the parks.
But you're discriminating against me.
You must not have kids. Meh, 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 meh.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right, that's another topic for another day.
Right.
I'm of the opinion that also needs to see electronic scooters as well.
Yeah, so that's the scoop on Tropical Hideaway and Tiki Room.
Welcome to our tropical hideaway.
We'll see how long before Walt Disney World News Today and all the other clowns pick up that. And
Some of these jerks must listen to our podcast because we got breaking news all the time, and they'll report on it later.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so May announced, well, actually, it wasn't announced until, I don't know when it was announced, but on Friday we learned that they were going to be showing the first installment of the Pixar shorts over at the Tomorrowland Theater. Those were For the Birds, Piper, and Anthony's favorite, Lava.
Lava.
So those have been moved over to Tomorrowland Theater. I hear people always asking, well, where's Tomorrowland Theater? You would expect
Tomorrowland has a theater?
maybe somewhere in Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is not that big to try to figure out where the theater's at.
Is that the one that's up by Small World?
Yes, it might be that one.
Small World's in Tomorrowland?
You never know now. But yeah, so you can go check out the first installments of the Pixar shorts, Lava, For the Birds, and Piper over there at Tomorrowland Theater. And, of course, that will go through September 3rd. And, of course, over at Sunset Showcase Theater in Disney California Adventure, we have Sanjay's Super Team. What else is over there? Bao.
Bow.
And
Like that movie.
something else. I don't remember right now. But, yeah, you got 6 Pixar shorts playing for the Pixar Shorts Film Festival.
I find it interesting that they already have Bao playing.
It's brand new,
fairly
too.
new that they would do that. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I am going to go on record again as saying that it's a complete missed opportunity for them to not just put one of those Pixar short discs in and just let them play on repeat, let people move in and out as they want.
I thought it would be like that, just like during Mickey's Halloween party, you were able to go into Lincoln and to go in the Opera House, and you can sit there and watch Halloween cartoons, whatever they were playing. You can just sit there and watch it and
I think
leave.
they wanted to still have that control over it, and they wanted us to be able to do all the visuals and the, whatnot that they do.
Like Halloween cartoons. Trick or treat.
Because they didn't want to make. I guess they didn't just want to be simple and just play it on the screen. Because they got all that stuff going on the sides, and then they're still doing wind and
at the Sunset
lights
Showcase?
and water. Yeah,
it's still an attraction.
So
I guess.
But yeah, it would have been better. I mean, they literally have a disc of all the Disney of the first.
It's like a
wave
double
of,
set
of Disney shorts. They need to probably do another one.
There's 2 of them.
I don't
aren't
know.
there?
No,
There's
there's
two
only
so
one.
far.
There's the Pixar
but-
ones. I think there's 2.
Yeah, but it's time for them to put a third one out.
Yeah.
Watch, I'll say it now. It'll probably
Well, if
happen.
there's a second one, I haven't seen it. I have the first one.
All right, well, speaking of Halloween, we all know that Mickey's Halloween party is coming up.
Is it?
Yeah, it's coming up pretty soon. On September 19th, it will be the first party, and tickets are still on sale for those. Only 2 are still sold out, or there's only 2 sold out.
So by this time next week or end of the month, you said, which is today. You
Well, that
think
means
it's
we
the
were
third
wrong.
day, but
No, it means we're recording today, and by the end of the week, something else will sell out.
Well,
That could be true.
I said by the first that Halloween would sell out, but that's going to be wrong because it's going to be the first in 45 minutes. So unless we've heard that it's sold out already, then that means I'll have been wrong, which is really surprising.
No doubt it
You
will sell out.
wrong?
No, I meant not.
Oh, okay.
No, I meant it not selling out. Halloween not selling out by August. Considering how long the tickets been on sale, surprises me.
But it will sell out.
It will sell
Of
out.
course,
I
yeah.
guarantee it's going to sell in the next 2 weeks. I'm on that one.
Bet.
All right, so I just
I
want
got
to
$1.
I want to give
Got
some
3.
some credit to our listener Ernesto,
Hey,
who sent me this little clipping here about annual pass holders Halloween perk for Mickey's Halloween Party.
We get something?
It says, "Get into the spirit. We conjured up some wickedly wonderful goodies for our annual pass holders. Simply hop a broom and head over to the Starcade in Tomorrowland, where you can enjoy an extra special trick-or-treat station and receive a commemorative gift for stopping by."
Wait, where?
Starcade.
No, so different.
You know how? Yeah,
the
not.
bottom level, the special events area.
I know that.
So this year, or last year, they didn't have anything for pass
Right.
holders.
The point
over-
is not where it is. It's the fact that it's moved,
right?
and the fact that there was nothing last year, and all the previous years it was at Lincoln,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the Opera House, and now it's being moved over there.
So yeah,
So
they're
it's very
going to
interesting.
maybe they'll even have another type of photo op. I don't know.
Charging station.
Maybe
1 or 2.
So of course
And
it says.
couch.
Of course it says make sure you have your Halloween party ticket. Basically, you get to show your wristband and your annual pass. So if you guys are pass holders and going to be attending Mickey's Halloween Party, there's your annual pass holder trick or treat location. And thank you, Ernesto, for sharing that with me because I didn't even know about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do have more in there than normally.
I know because it's big or a bigger
'cause
spot.
It's bigger and it's like a specific spot. It doesn't have to. It's not having to share with Lincoln where it's just being thrown in there after hours. Where sure, Lincoln, you go in there, you got your cinch bag, and then you get your treat, and you get your big old treat, and then you go in and you watch some cartoons, and then you leave. You're not gonna have the cartoons, maybe, but maybe if they have a couple exclusive characters or something in there, that would be kind of cool.
Like the what was it? The electrical parade.
Right. Or when they had AP days in there.
Yeah, there you go.
With when they had Robin Hood characters.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That too.
Oh yeah, it was the electrical day. It was the electrical parade AP days. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're both right.
Let's do.
I might use MoviePass for that. Oh, probably not.
That's something we might want to talk about.
No.
If anybody has MoviePass and is planning on using it to see Christopher Robin on opening night or opening weekend, you might
can't.
not be able
That's
to.
all you need to know.
Yeah.
Hey, so Jungle Cruise, not the ride.
Not the ride?
Not the ride.
Oh.
It's the movie,
Oh.
which started filming back in May, but for some reason they decided to release a little not trailer, not teaser, but a production teaser, I guess you could say.
Is that a picture?
What?
Is that a picture?
Picture?
Yeah.
Is it
production
more
teaser.
than a picture?
Oh, no, it's a production. No, it was a video.
Oh. I only saw the picture.
Oh, you
That's
guys
what I
both.
said. It was like a Twitter pic, right?
Yeah.
Or Instagram.
No, there was an actual video that went with it, so we're going to check that out right now. And since you guys didn't get to see the video, you heard it earlier, part of it, or you heard all of it earlier, but whatever. So here we go.
Hi everybody, welcome to the set of Jungle Cruise. I'm so excited to welcome you to this incredible movie. As you can see, we have a beautiful path lit behind us, usually to show people where
You have the beautiful path, and then you have the beautiful co-star. Mwah!
No, I think this was just,
I'm here.
No, this was just supposed to be my
You
thing.
were telling me, hey, let's be like Humphrey Bogart and Kathleen Hepburn.
Kathleen, or is it Catherine
It's,
Hepburn?
well,
Like,
yes.
do your research, you know what I
Okay.
mean? It's
Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner.
that's it, that's right.
Fred
That's
Astaire,
right.
Ginger
No,
Rogers.
they were never in the jungle.
So,
It's a love story,
it is a love story, yes. Welcome to Jungle Cruise,
It's going to be great.
the adventure of a lifetime.
That was my line.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, come back. 1 second. Come on back. There you go. She's the best.
We're just kidding.
We're kidding.
Welcome to the adventure of a lifetime.
No.
No, I didn't.
I think she touched his bum.
Oh, whoa.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I like that guy.
Yeah, that was, of course, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Emily Blunt, who is going to be starring in that movie, which will be coming out not until October of next year. So it's like, well, I mean, I can get it. Well, we're not really getting a trailer, but I mean, it's not kind of neat when they throw those things out there. Obviously, they're well in the middle of shooting. They're in costume and everything. And, of course, we'll be seeing Emily Blunt very soon in Mary Poppins
returns
in December. And like I said, Jungle Cruise comes out October 11th of 2019.
That guy went from Tooth Fairy to cars to boats. I like The Rock.
Skyscrapers.
Oh, yeah. And Rampages, yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. We got a episode 9 cast announcement.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we got the official confirmation that all of the regular cast will be coming back.
Including
Daisy, Adam, John, Isaac. We're not talking about the apostles. Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Lupita Nyong'o, Domhnall Gleeson, Kelly Marie Tran, Jonas Suwantamo. That's the guy that plays Chewbacca. That's the new Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And Billy Lord. So we got a confirmation of all those people coming back, which is cool.
the new gen.
Yes, we also got confirmation that not only will Anthony Daniels return as C-3PO, and the actual confirmation that Billy D. Williams will be coming to Star Wars, which we already knew, but we had not really gotten the confirmation from Lucasfilm themselves. And then confirmation that Mark Hamill will be in episode 9.
That's right.
Force Ghost.
And the final confirmation and everything of what all the speculation has been about what they were going to do with Carrie Fisher. It has been confirmed that Leia will be in episode 9 and that they will be reusing they will be reusing unused footage.
There you go.
Not from Last Jedi, although there might be some of that, but
it's possible.
Mostly it sounds like they're going to be using from The Force Awakens.
Because J.J. Abrams.
It's J.J. Abrams. It's his movie. He's going to reuse from his own movie. But I'm thinking that they do have a lot of unused footage because we know that there's at least one huge scene that was filmed but not used, and that's the Maz Kanata Princess Leia lightsaber scene that we saw in the first teaser where Maz Kanata's handing the lightsaber to Leia.
Oh,
remember
yes.
the very first teaser? You
Yes.
see the handing the lightsaber and Leia taking it?
Yes.
There was a whole scene where Maz Kanata is the one who gives the lightsaber to Leia, and that was cut out. So there you have a whole scene there.
There's probably loads of stuff that they didn't use.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying, for example, you have at least one whole scene there that who knows how much is to it that can be reconfigured with some CG and stuff like that, and
some green screen
and some ADR and stuff to be, do other things with. Now, along with all of them, we also got our official. Well, at first, this news release was sans Carrie Russell, which we already knew about, but I think they forgot about Carrie Russell because they were in the middle of signing her contract the very day that this was announced. Because then, like an hour after this cast list was announced without her name in it, they announced that Carrie Russell had signed her contract, and then she was inserted in there. So,
I didn't see that. I forgot she was part of the movie.
So
Where's she from?
So maybe
Felicity.
Ah, yes.
So there might have been some maybe issues where there might have been some wording in the contract that they were having trouble, ironing out before they officially put her in.
Just a bunch of jibber jabber.
Yeah, jibber jabber. So she's officially confirmed along with two other new cast members, Naomi Ackie and Richard E. Grant. Now, Naomi Ackie is a British actress, which other than an episode of Doctor Who, she hasn't really done anything except for some British stuff and stage stuff. So she's like a completely new actress, and we'll see what kind of cool role she's going to get. You always got to figure the Brits are going to get the good Star Wars roles.
Yeah, they get American parts too, like Henry Cavill.
So, and then speaking of Brits, the other one, Richard E. Grant, is I'm going to name off some stuff, and you're going to be like, "Whoa,
Who? What?"
Yeah,
I recognize that
because
dude.
right now he sounds like a nobody. Let me just real quick. Let me just show you his picture and see if his picture rings any bells.
Name some movies.
I'm going to name movies. All I got to say is that you look at that guy and he screams Imperial.
Oh, yeah. That guy's an Imperial.
Or in this case, First Order.
Yeah.
Now, there is rumors going around, and of course, they're nothing but rumors that he's going to play Grand Admiral Thrawn. And that's nothing but rumors, but I could see
you could see it in his face.
Throw some blue paint on him, and he could definitely be Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, I'm going to go through some movies that this guy was in, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay," but you don't exactly remember him. First of all, taking you way back, deep cut, he was the bad guy in Hudson Hawk.
Oh, wow.
With Bruce Willis.
That was the first movie I know that people shit on. We were just like, that's a horrible movie.
When
I was little.
That would be Ishtar. That was the first movie I remember being shit on. Was that? But Hudson Hawk, he was the bad guy in that, and then he was in. He had a part in. He was in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I think that's where I remember him from.
And then
he was a doctor.
Yes, he was Dr. Jack Seward. There's one more recently that I know you're gonna know though. He was in the movie Gosford Park. He was in A Voice in Corpse Bride. He was in... He's actually coming up also. He's in Nutcracker in the Four Realms for Disney. There was a new trailer for that a couple weeks ago, and I completely forgot about it. So...
Looks like it's got more of a story than I realized.
But more recently, he was in Logan...
Oh, Logan.
As Dr. Xander Rice. He's also been in several episodes of Doctor Who as a kind of a major character. And then something that brings it kind of back to more recently he's also been in Game of Thrones. So kind of making that fandom rounds. And something very interesting that was kind of surprised to see, bringing it back to Disneyland. He's the voice of the Stromboli coachman on Pinocchio's Daring Journey.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was very odd.
I saw here too. He's a voice in Corpse Bride.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I was kind of just throwing stuff out
there. So he doesn't catch something, and it's all right. But if I don't catch something, I'm like, I get chastised.
100%.
Well, if you only did it once, I would give you probably a break. But
that's what he was in. Did you see Corpse Bride? That's what he was in Corpse Bride. Which I like that movie.
You didn't
Lord
see.
Barkus bitten.
You don't remember? You haven't seen Logan?
Yeah, I saw Logan. It was.
You remember him from Logan?
I'm trying to remember what he looked like.
I don't
know.
I've seen Logan like 6 times, and I don't remember him being in it.
So, anyways, he's cool. That's you got to figure he's going to be some sort of major character. Let's hope for both of them to be kind of major characters, and we don't get another DJ. I guess I don't know. DJ was fine.
He's got to be pretty major for them to make the announcement.
I like DJ. Well, I mean, they announced he was announced the same way that Benicio del Toro was announced. So we shall see. Oh, he was also in Downton Abbey because of course,
British.
Yeah, everybody's been in Downton Abbey. Hey, all right. So we've obviously been following the ongoing Disneyland, or not Disneyland, the ongoing Disney acquisition of Fox.
They're going to try to buy you?
Yeah, no.
Oh, not you.
No, not me.
Oh.
20th Century Fox.
Oh, the other Fox.
The other Fox, yes. So, of course, I don't know if I'd mentioned it, but a few weeks ago, Comcast had officially pulled out their bids, which basically left the door open for Disney to have a clear path that all they had to do was get around the FCC and the DOJ and all those people. Well, they've gotten around all that now. Last Thursday, they had the shareholders or the stockholder vote, which was voted positive to make the acquisition. So, as of right now, Fox is officially part of Disney. Oh, but wait.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. A lot of people are out there. Oh, yeah, that means that they can start putting, immediately. People are.
The government has to approve it first.
The government already approved it.
Oh.
The government had to approve it before it could even go to the shareholders.
Yeah, because it's such a big acquisition.
No, it's the complete American side, almost the complete American side of the Fox acquisition by Disney is done. Now it has to go around to international somethings. I don't know the full details. I just know that there are international movie or print things or things that have to be done internationally.
EU crap.
It probably has to do with distribution in other countries. The other countries probably have to approve so that way they could still release Fox films in their countries.
When it comes down to the EU, it's usually make sure you pay your full tax to us.
Right. So, I mean, it's all stuff it's pretty minor, but it's all still stuff that could take up to between 6 to 10 months or something like that. So we still have a long ways to go. And then, of course, I was mentioning earlier to these guys that there's still also the issue of Fox Sports, which was acquired in the deal, but because of antitrust laws, that the only reason that once again, getting back to the government, the DOJ only approved the acquisition if Disney agreed to sell off all of the Fox News affiliates around the country. So they have to now start selling off all of the Fox Sports,
The local stations.
Of course, if anybody doesn't remember, Fox News was zero part of the deal. Fox News was not part of the deal. Fox News is being retained by Murdoch and whatever his...
Bob Iger probably said, we don't want it.
Well, probably he should have.
What do you mean when you refer to regional? What are you talking about? Like
Fox
exactly?
Sports West.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I don't think they're all one entity. I think that they're
sports, like they're different channels. So
Fox
it's different
had them split up.
Uh-huh.
That's how their organization was. Maybe that's why they run better. I don't know if that's maybe a reason if they do maybe Fox does better than ESPN because of it being split up. I don't know.
I kind of would imagine so, because since it's a regional thing, it allows you to cover games that are pertinent to the area. Like
right.
You watch Angel games on Fox Sports West.
Right. But I think ESPN still does that too, because they still do market blackouts, and
that's true.
They still cater to specific markets as far as, especially when stuff that's shown on ESPN 2 and 3. But
I was like, I still watch 30 for 30.
I know they've also gotten rid of that stuff. Now they're going to that whole ESPN Plus thing, which is a streaming service. So they're starting the ESPN streaming service has now started. I think I mentioned that a few month or so ago. I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning that ESPN was going to be getting their own streaming service. That is now
I remember
happening. It's called ESPN Plus.
Yes.
And
you can try it out for 7 days for free.
Right. And
all of them, right?
Most of your programming that used to be on ESPN 2 and 3 will now be available on there. You can access all of the 30 for 30s on there, and other programming like that normally would have been on, like I said, the other ESPNs and stuff like that.
Too bad nobody had the idea to take all these streaming services and compile them into one service like cable.
Wow.
Oh, they did, but you didn't watch it, so
right.
Okay. That's what we got to go to.
So yeah, once Disney can sell off all of the Fox Sports affiliates, and then once they get the international approvals and stuff that they need, then they will be able to finalize, and basically Fox will become a property of Disney. Now, I just want to address some misconceptions about what Fox being acquired by Disney means. And these are things that I've actually seen people say on the internet.
Oh, the internet.
It does not mean that Disney is going to throw away the whole entire Fox catalog and that they will no longer be selling it.
It does not mean that Klinger's a princess.
Oh, man. Nor Tim Curry?
No.
Oh.
Or the Alien Queen.
Right.
Oh.
Well, the Alien Queen definitely. She was already in the great movie, right?
Okay, you're missing the point, though. Those are jokes.
Of course.
I have actually literally seen people think that the Disney acquisition means that Fox movies will no longer be sold.
Disney wants a library.
Well, that's what I mean. This is all library. This is all just more library for them to add to the streaming service. But I do truly believe that the whole Fox library will still be sold as Fox. It will probably have the Disney logo on it. It may not, but it will still be sold as Fox stuff. I mean, you're not going to have the Alien movies being sold in a package with the Disney logo. It's still going to have the Fox logo somewhere, because
like Touchstone,
right? Like Touchstone, they always own Touchstone though.
Yeah.
The example I would use is is ABC.
Okay.
Disney hasn't always owned ABC. When Disney took over ABC, they did not take everything pre-Disney and throw it out. They still sell DVDs of ABC shows pre-Disney, and they will continue to do so because it makes them money.
Right.
Nothing that's Fox will be thrown out. Now, how things change as far as how Fox movies get made, that is a little iffy on how it's going to happen. But definitely, they're not going to say, oh, these movies, we're not going to sell these movies anymore because they're Fox. That's stupid.
You know what this does probably mean in the fast track Hulk movie?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because Hulk is owned by Universal.
Mm.
Don't question on that because it's 100%.
No, but the movie rights, though, are
owned by Universal.
Okie doke.
Well, Disney seems open to...
They own the 50-50 rights of Hulk.
For theme parks?
No, for movies.
I'm going to have to look that up.
No, you don't, because it's fact. The only thing that the Universal actually owns 100% of She-Hulk rights. I learned that the other day.
So it makes sense for Disney to actually keep that separate because, in the day when record labels were a big thing, Disney owned Hollywood Records.
Right.
And several artists were dropped from Hollywood Records because of content on their label when the record label was completely separate from Disney.
Right. And actually a better example would be Miramax.
Yeah.
When Disney owned part of Miramax and they were distributing stuff, and you had all your very foul Miramax movies that were being released technically under Disneyland or Disney, some of them. And then some of the ones that were Hollywood Pictures or Hollywood, right? Hollywood Pictures? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had Pictures and Records.
Right.
Well, Records had Danzig, who was dropped because of his content, and then Insane Clown Posse, who lasted one day. The album was released and dropped they were dropped that day.
Yeah, but there was a lot of that's why people talk about let's talk about stuff with Disney, and then people controversies with Disney, and then around having to do with the same thing with the James Gunn and all that, and people say, oh well, there was no controversy about the fact that Disney basically was paying Quentin Tarantino to make Quentin Tarantino movies when he was making movies with Miramax.
Yep.
So I mean, Kill Bill, those are basically Disney movies. Both of the Kill Bill movies.
Well, the other Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction are Miramax too, aren't they?
I believe no.
Jackie Brown.
Yeah, Jackie Brown is. I was trying to think of From Dusk Till Dawn. No, that's Dimension.
No, that's different.
Or somebody else. But yeah, so I mean, those are all
the entertainment. If you keep it a separate industry and you don't actually stamp Disney on it,
right?
People are going to forget that it's even a Disney property.
Well, I mean, yeah, and then you brought up Touchstone. That was the whole reason Touchstone was created, was so Disney could
keep their hand out of it.
Well, yeah, and
their name not on it.
At the time, it seems funny because that was created so that Disney could have someplace to specifically put PG movies.
Was it Splash?
Splash was the first official Touchstone movie. Yeah,
I hate myself. Jeez.
When I think about you, I hate myself.
No, I said I dated myself saying Splash.
I remember Splash.
You were old.
I remember that was my mom's favorite movie.
She's older.
Whoa.
Well, at least it wasn't Cocoon.
Throw back to the Star Wars thing. Props to Mark Hamill. Did you see his tweet?
I did.
And his Instagram post. Did you see that? Where he
about Carrie?
Yeah, about Carrie.
Yeah, I saw
He
it.
showed a picture. It was from The Last Jedi where he kissed her on the forehead, and then when they were messing around from It Must Have Been a New Hope.
Yeah.
And he basically said, this is the first time I'm ever going to start a movie where she's not there.
Here.
Yeah. He just I don't remember all he said, but it was this beautiful post.
Oh, the other picture was the For Our Princess Carrie Fisher from the credits of Last Jedi.
Yeah, it was just an amazing post. He's a hell of a man.
Yeah,
that guy is.
It really rankles me, the people that give him a hard time on.
Yeah, although he does love to troll people.
Oh,
he's very funny to follow because he loves to troll you.
Fantastic at trolling people.
For Comic-Con, he put up a post
about
he had said he was not going to be at Comic-Con, and then he put up a post of him in a stormtrooper outfit, being dressed in a stormtrooper outfit and trying some stuff, and then
awesome.
People were like, "Oh my God, Mark Hamill was there dressed as a stormtrooper." He's like, "No, I wasn't. I put that up to mess with you."
It's time for the mail.
Whoa! And guess who our first email is from?
I can't because there's so many possibilities.
There is so many possibilities now.
Yeah?
Yeah, just one guess.
Elizabeth.
No.
Dang.
That was safe.
She never writes in anymore.
Safe guess.
Wreck-It Rachel.
Yes, it is.
Hey!
All right, so her subject line is storybook boats.
I know where this is being.
She says, "Hey everybody, and happy birthday!"
Yeah.
Diggs, I'm glad you're okay. Welcome back. Okay, so I have a story about the storybook boats. As a child, I refused to go on that ride.
Yes.
There was no way I was going inside Monstro.
Yeah.
I've seen Pinocchio. Then she says, as a teen, I was too cool to go on a kid's ride, so I didn't go on it. Then I finally went on it in my early 20s with a friend's niece, and I was so disappointed in myself for not going on it as a kid. It's really cute.
See?
It's a really cute ride.
I already know that.
With a lot of history. So, Tim, go on it. I promise you won't die.
I think you'll love the Frozen piece.
I'm definitely going to die after I go on it, so I can't. I have to wait. I can't.
Well, yeah.
I have to wait until, like, I'm, okay, now I'm prepared. I'm not prepared yet.
Are you going to be on a scooter when you get on?
No.
Oh.
She says she still hasn't seen Ant-Man. I fail.
Same.
Perhaps today.
Boo.
Could you guys please do a review of Solo, or at least explain the Darth Maul part? I haven't watched the animated series at all. I just didn't get into them.
We got 20 minutes?
The streaming service needs to come out so I can watch them from the beginning. Until next time, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
Maybe we could try and squeeze in something next week. I mean, if we put it at the end, maybe after the mail or before the mail or something where it's been long enough for spoilers. Come on.
Yeah, that isn't even an issue.
Come on. I mean, basically, if I just want to tell the story of why Maul is there, then, that's not that difficult. We can definitely do that next week.
All right. Guess who's our second email is from?
Ernesto?
No, it's from Wreck-It Rachel again.
Hey, Rachel.
Was one of these...
She forgot to sign off.
I don't know.
She said, her subject line is, P.S. She says, I forgot about Tim's thing with eliminating a Disney movie from existence. None of them, Tim, because someone out there likes those movies.
So,
even the Black Cauldron.
That's not the question. Obviously, somebody likes all these movies. It's a little bit of an evil thing to do, but if you had to eliminate one of them, which would it be, Rachel?
I think
if you had to pick one prolific
Disney movie. She doesn't have to answer because if we've established anything tonight, it's that Tim loves what ifs.
Yeah, I like what ifs.
Even if it's a what if that doesn't have.
I like that comic book.
That doesn't. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I was not a Marvel comic book guy.
Good. That's good. You got it. It was Marvel. It was a Marvel comic book.
Well, of course, I know. Yeah. I know well enough, but I was a DC comic guy.
Elseworlds.
And the Elseworlds stories are some of my favorites. In fact, I'll bring a stack of Elseworlds for you to look at, like the What If Superman was born or landed in the jungle and was raised as Tarzan. What if Superman was raised as Batman, as Bruce Wayne?
That's not what they're called, but
they're called Elseworlds stories.
No, they actually have titles, but
right, but they're Elseworlds. That's what they're referred to as. Each
one
has a different
knows what you're
title.
Talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
Is he mansplaining Elseworlds to me? Can you name?
I've got like a massive stack of them.
Can you name the very first Elseworlds?
No.
Okay, then don't mansplain.
Because I didn't collect all Elseworlds. I collect
the very first
specific
Elseworlds was Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah.
Do you know who did the art for Gotham by Gaslight?
I'm not an artist guy.
Boom.
I'm a
story guy. Do you know who Mike Mignola is?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that you don't know what you're talking about.
He's the creator of Hellboy.
Good.
All right, Hellboy. Okay, she also says, I also agree with Dan saying that Disney has done it already by not representing popular movies, which is bull.
I want my Black Cauldron stuff.
There should be something available for all the movies. Okay, now I'm done.
Wait, what?
That's
the end of her email.
What was that referring to?
How last week he was saying that there's no stuff in the parks.
Disney already abandoned some of their movies. That's what I said.
Yeah,
they don't
we already knew that. I mean, I've ranted on this podcast. I mean, I'm sure even Tim heard some of the older rants where I talked about how Disney doesn't care about their classic collection.
Hey, speaking of which,
about how they don't care about their classic cartoons.
Have we heard that those are going to stream on the streaming service?
I damn well hope so, but I mean, we don't know.
Somehow today I was messing with my son and I started walking around saying, "Feeling ducky, ducky, lucky." Remember that one? That cartoon?
Probably.
But it is a Donald Duck cartoon. But I was like, oh, we need to like YouTube that. You should watch that. And
I mean,
like,
I just feel like it would be an absolute waste if they didn't do it. If they
a
don't
total
do
waste
it,
if they don't do that.
If they don't do it, then it just reinforces everything I've been saying for all these years that Disney doesn't care about their classic cartoons.
I
and
can
it's
finally
just
watch
like,
Humphrey the Bear, right, Diggs?
Yes.
Yes.
Love that.
I mean, it's like, because even if they're gonna have a streaming service, if they want to deep dive like what Warner Brothers is doing with Boomerang, or even what WWE is doing with WWE Network, where there is so much.
If I want to watch Skeleton Dance,
there,
I should be able to watch Skeleton Dance.
Exactly. If I want to be able to watch
Flowers and Trees,
if I want to be able to pick an episode of House of Mouse, any Disney show should be on there.
Like that show.
Cool.
Troop,
I mean, it can be done. I'll tell you what.
The Disney afternoons, all the
can
Disney
be done
afternoons should be on there.
Because everything that HBO has ever done is on the HBO app.
Just saying, this is Disney though, and Disney has a history of not caring about their stuff.
Right. But HBO, I'm just saying, it's technologically it can be done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
HBO has their complete show and documentary catalog on their thing. So if you want to watch the season 1, episode 2 of Hello Ladies or something, like it's still there.
It's just that they're already not doing that on the Disney Now app. You can go on the Disney Now app and you can watch maybe a handful of random episodes of Phineas and Ferb, or other older shows, or Gravity Falls or something like that. But or even newer shows, they cut it off at there's only like the current season or something like that. But yet, strangely, you can watch every single 20 plus seasons of Pokemon, because they apparently bought the rights to Pokemon to play every single season of Pokemon, but yet their own stuff, they don't have everything on there. So, I mean, and this is just the Disney Now app. This isn't even the streaming service yet. So, I mean, it just gives me pause through Disney's history of how they treat their own stuff, of whether their streaming service is going to be like classic stuff as well as new stuff, or if they're just going to be, or their focus is going to be new stuff. It
stuff.
Needs
to be there just
get
as
all
a
this,
library,
let's
like
get all
the,
this,
like the
all these,
WWE app,
right?
Like the Fox thing. Why do it if you're not going to have a massive library of this
Fox
stuff? I'm just saying they have a really big library of content, and that's why Disney's buying it, to make money off their library of content. So why not make it available
I
to people?
wouldn't even put it past Disney to create a separate Fox app just for the Fox stuff. Wow. I wouldn't put it past them, but I mean, I hope that they don't do that. But I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just history. They have bad history of stuff, and yeah, I don't know.
What else we got?
All right. Thank you for your email there. Your second email, part 2.
That doesn't count for next week. Just that's the email next week.
Yeah, you hear that? All right. Next email is from Giselle the Gazelle.
Hey, Giselle.
Her subject line is Sweet Summer. She says, "Hi, friends. Everyone is taking a nap before we leave to Disneyland, so I have a moment to send in an email. My sisters and I have spent almost every week at Disneyland this summer. Thankfully, we've explored Pixar Pier and relaxed by the swings to get great seats for the parade. My smallest sister really likes the new pier. I think it might be all the pretty colors. Anthony is right. It is beautiful at night. We've gone to Bugs Land to ride them all for the last time.
Bye.
I didn't think about it until they were about to close, but I think Bugs Land is probably the land I feel the most like a kid in, at least in DCA. The theming is very immersive. The trees and all the bugs sounds just make it one of those favorite areas. Not so much for the rides, but maybe for the environment, especially at night. It really does feel like you're a little bug."
Yeah, the theming's good there. You got to admit that.
The crickets and everything, the chirping. Okay, she says, "Personally, we spent a lot of time in Adventureland. It's one of our favorites. There is just nothing like going in and getting a Dole Whip to snack on, then singing in the Tiki Room. We also love the Jungle Cruise. We don't go home without riding it. Last week we saw a little bit of the inside of the new area they are building, which is the Tropical Hideaway. It made us seem as if when it opens, the guests will be able to see people on the ride. It looks really awesome. We tried the pineapple churro. It was okay. With a little straight face emoji. She says she also slipped to the parking lot last week. After we parked, we passed the parking lot and we were walking to the trams in the tiled area. I slipped and fell so hard. There was like milk on the floor. A cast member and my sister helped me up. He asked if I needed a nurse, and while I wanted to say yes, we had the dogs with us and needed to drop them off at the kennel first, which we used for the first time that day. It was not bad.
I want to know more about that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, write in about that, Giselle.
I was thinking the same thing.
I've dropped off dogs with friends at the kennel. It's really good experience for the dogs. They have to have all their shot records, though.
Just like any when you take your dogs to get groomed and stuff.
So you take your kids to school.
Yeah, kids have to have your shot records. That portable gets you every time.
I hate it when I don't have my shot records.
Anyway, after we dropped off the mutts, we went into DCA and walked into the first aid area since my knee was scratched and in a lot of pain. You're right. There were 3 ladies there waiting to help me, and one of them took us back and helped me. She was very kind and very helpful. Anyway, I'd never been in there. Just wanted to tell you. Hope not to need it again, but nice to know there is help available. I love the first aid. It's really cool. It's
like an every time experience for Diggs.
Exactly. I'm there every day. Every time I go
First
there.
name basis with cast members.
Not yet. I'm surprised.
That one guy yesterday at the park entrance.
We walked into the park, DCA, and the guy goes, he scans, he goes, "Oh, hey!" He looks at me. He goes, I remember you. He goes, "Where's those other 2 guys?" That was really nice to be.
Said, "What guys?"
Be recognized.
Hey, just real fast. Park's closed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got the tweet. She says, "Sorry for the long email. Hope you guys had fun yesterday. Happy birthday, Dan."
Thank you very much.
Yeah, hope you're feeling better, Diggs. We'll send pictures in another email. Love, G.
She talked about Bugs Land closing, and I wanted to say that there's I'm a little sad about Bugs Land closing. I was there with some friends a couple weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. We spent a couple hours there walking around, and I had the thought at the time that a really good tribute to Bugs Land would come from the trio of photographers at Tours Departing Daily. If you're not familiar with them, I recommend you check them out. It's toursdepartingdaily.com. That's a nod to the Jungle Cruise, obviously. They've got some of the best, probably the most comprehensive and best collection of Disneyland photography anywhere, as far as HDR photography goes. I don't think anybody's got as many pictures as they do. I'm sure they've already done stuff with Bugs Land, but some sort of tribute from them I think would be really cool, and I'm going to write them a message or an email. I don't have their email, but you can also find them on Facebook at Tours Departing Daily, or on Instagram at Tours Departing Daily. And I recommend that if you check out their photography and you like it as much as I do, write them something, because with each photo, you bear with me a second, with each photo on their website, they also write a little blurb. And it really sets the photo apart when you read the little thing that it comes with. So I think they could do something really, really great for Bugs Land as a tribute. So write them. I'm going to.
All right, so she sent them pictures. Here's a picture. I don't know you guys can't see, but I will post this on our medias. Here's the pictures of the mutts.
Yeah, I saw her post that picture.
Hey, Muddy.
Yeah.
And here's a picture of them in front of Pixar Palaround. But if you zoom in here, you can see her knee all bandaged up.
Oh, wow. I didn't notice. I saw that picture. I didn't notice that.
She because she took a spill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to know more about the. Tim said he's done it with friends, but I want to know more about her experience with the kennel.
Yeah, I do too.
And why she took the dogs to begin with, and then she's a little young. She's younger than us,
right?
Definitely. So maybe like I know we're talking about Bugs Land closing, and we're just kind of like, oh yeah, well, that's just kind of what it is. But she was little when it opened, so maybe it's a little bit more sentimental to her.
That'd be nice story to hear from her.
Write us in again, Giselle, and let us know if that's what the case was. Because I'm sure we've all got our own land. Like there's a sentimental piece to it because that's what you remember.
My sentimental
when you were little.
My sentimental piece, in a way, not because I was little, was watching the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Yeah.
In its last years. That was one of them. But I'll get to that later.
I kind of have to go with you on that one because generally I hate parades. I don't like city parades and things like that. I find them to be very boring. But the electrical parade is the first one that really sticks out in my head. This is a trip to Disneyland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd love to hear that, Giselle. Write in and let us know what you think about Bugs Land from that perspective because we know you are younger than us. So I'd like to hear what it kind of means to you. Well, I took my own kids there when they were little too, and it's something to them too because those were the rides they could all get on. Because if you're holding a baby or whatever, you can get on Flix Flyers, you can get on the Heimlich's Choo Choo Train, and which I waited far too long to get on before. But, yeah, so that's what I'd like to hear from her.
Yeah. All right, thank you for your email, Giselle the Gazelle. Thanks for the pictures. I will post the pictures up so everyone can see your busted knee.
At least she's not in a cart.
That's all I got.
Michael is still missing.
Michael's missing. He's planning his trip to where's he going? Universal Studios.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Do you have a live email? Or
I just kind of asked a bunch of stuff, didn't I?
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Anything else from yesterday that we talked about, or we were wondering?
Let's see.
I can't think of anything. Yeah, we were there. Got the boot. Watched the Golden Horse Show. The Golden Horseshoe Show.
You were looking for a table, and we just walked in and got a table.
That was dirty. I got in line to get the boot and told my brother and my kids, walk here, stand here, see if you find a table. I finally found one. I see this guy and Jose walk in. They just walked up to a table and sat down.
While the show was going on.
While the show was going on, yeah. It was packed when we walked in there, but they did that. Grabbed our donut. Didn't get my frozen lemonade. I never did get that.
Yeah.
Nor did we watch Mickey and the Magical Map.
I forgot all about that.
The frozen lemonade?
No, the map. Magical Map.
Oh, yeah.
That's because you went on the credit coaster.
Yeah, I chose the credit coaster.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty far.
What's that? A walk?
Magical Map to credit coaster?
We were at Disneyland.
That's like a journey right there.
And he said he was going to watch Magical Map at 5 whatever. So that's cool. But then I said I wanted to go try the refreshers. And so we just thought, okay, we'll go to refreshers.
My birthday in that one.
But then he decided, I want to go on a credit coaster. So he waited the whole, 45 minutes, hour, whatever it was, 90 minutes?
I think we waited. No, when we got the board said 45, the app said 45. When we got to the ride, it said 45. So we got in line. My daughter, Jose, and I got in line. It still said 45, and then all of a sudden it jumped up to 60. And then by the time we actually got to the marker, it jumped up to 90. But truth be told, we waited from start to off the ride. It was about an hour to even actually ride the ride.
My point is it was planned to go get refreshers. It wasn't planned for a credit coaster.
That just happened. But
it just happened. That's why we didn't get to Magical Map. So
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, we can always watch it next time. But
no expectations when I go.
It was really nice to sit down and enjoy the refresher and have a little breeze coming and we're in the shade. And, yeah, it felt good.
And we got a picture with Mickey.
Yes, that I will be posting up soon. All right, so that's it for emails for today, and we have some missing emails, or some missing emailers. Where's Elizabeth, the Dumble Lady? She, I
don't know.
Yeah, where she's missing. And Michael, the mail guy, is going to Universal Studios. He's asking Anthony for some tips.
I think he's Michael, the Universal guy.
He's the Universal guy, or the Universal theme park guy, or something. I don't know. So anyway, we need some more emails over here. All you have to do is send us an email if you have any comments or questions or any tips of the week, or if you have your own memories of Bugs Land or any other land in the park you want to talk about, just email us.
mousepire@gmail.com.
And Giselle, make sure you go back one more time, ride the ladybug, sit as close to the door as possible, and spin like bananas.
Spin
like crazy.
I say Giselle goes and she gets on the ride and she sits as far away from the door as possible.
Then she would spin like not as much, and it wouldn't be nearly as fun.
I say she looks at the goat.
There's no goat unless you bring a picture.
I am the goat. We're talking about
Oh,
greatest of all time.
so I saw an article today that Disney is going to be getting rid of straws in all its theme parks.
You just barely saw that
Evidently,
today?
well, that's when I saw it.
It's several days old.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a hot button issue. City of Santa Barbara, right?
Knott's.
SeaWorld.
Well, SeaWorld does it because of the ocean connection to their message, right? That's their whole deal. But evidently, it's going to be Disney theme parks at some point. I don't know when they're going to do it, but
middle of
2019.
Oh wow!
Now, I have a quick theory, and I just roll with me here. Now, 2019 seems very specific, right? A lot of places are like, oh, we're going to phase it out by 2020, 2022. It was McDonald's, right? Or is by like 2020 or something like that. Anyways, a lot of them are giving themselves a little bit more time. Disney is being very specific with the 2019. Now, we have to assume that there's a lot of things that are going to be different because that Star Wars is going to make things a lot of changes that are going to be made because of Star Wars. You don't want people...
No straws in space?
You don't want people walking into Star Wars land with a cup that has a straw and lid and all that and a plain-looking cup. Nor do you want to be selling those kind of cups and stuff inside of Star Wars. Now, my theory is that if Disneyland, if the people and the powers, and now we know that they sometimes have people that don't think that much outside of the box, and maybe they're not thinking as much outside the box as what I am, because my thought is that if you're going to commit to changing straws anyways, that you come up with something completely new, a completely new, let's just call it beverage system, that made specifically to live within the Star Wars world, that is totally acceptable being walking around with Star Wars, so it doesn't look like you're walking around with a stupid cup, but something that could also be adapted for use in the rest of the park that still looks, whatever. I'm just wondering if they're going to come up with some new beverage system, some new cup, some new receptacle to put drinks in that will not only be acceptable to look within world in Star Wars, but also something that adapts to the rest of the park, where maybe it's like an all-in-one type cup, or it's
I was going to say with a straw attached already or something.
The straw is attached.
Yeah. Or the straw just can't be cheap plastic. They can have reusable straws.
Well, I mean, the point is that maybe just none of that at all. Maybe you go with like some sort of all paper cup with paper straw.
That's what they have
or something like that.
Paper straws.
Or just there's any different number of things that you could do. I just think that the whole 2019 by middle of 2019 thing is just very specific, and we know that they have all these things that they want to do within Star Wars. We don't know if they're going to be able to do a lot of them. I actually have a kind of a thing I want to talk about at some point about whether I think that they'll actually be able to pull off the employee side of the cast member side of Galaxy's Edge, everybody being in character and everybody caring about being in character.
That's going to be...
I want to actually talk about that at some point, because this whole thing with the employees the cast members getting their new contract, and a lot of issues going on within the Disneyland at Disney itself with the cast members and everything may affect how I think that they're actually going to be able to pull it off.
It changes them up because they're performers instead of...
Well, yeah, there's a whole lot of things. Maybe we'll talk about it next week, but at some point I want to talk about that. But as far as the cups go, or as far as the straws go, I just think that at some point maybe if Disney was smart, they would redesign all of their receptacles from the ground up, something that's going to look well within world inside Galaxy's Edge, but also be useful within the rest of the parks.
That's theming to a whole nother level.
But I mean, it's just something. I mean, you're going to get rid of straws already. Why not design a new beverage receptacle from the ground up that you can use in both places? I mean, we know that they've also said that they want to talk about getting rid of bags at some point. Maybe they're going to, come up with a new type of bag or something.
Well, they had mentioned something in that same article about pushing reusable bags.
Right, which, could be possible.
Which they do at the Disney store.
Right, and I could see, once again, getting back to Galaxy's Edge, that they're not going to want just plain old, bags in Galaxy's Edge that, maybe it might even be like
or
a knapsack or a cinch sack or something that looks more within world or something like that. I could see them that if they want to go all out with this, that they should. I know this has been more than 2 minutes, but it's kind of going into other things too that changes that Disney's going to want to make within the parks over the next year to prepare for Galaxy's Edge, and because what's the point of going all out with the immersiveness if you're going to have people coming from outside of Galaxy's Edge with big blue Disney bags or cups with Pepsi emblazoned all over the side of it, or anything that you're going to be coming from the outside with that if you want to get that immersive, why not just go full design something
sure that
works in the whole park.
They'll be able to do the immersive thing for a while. I know we'll talk about this later, but I just wonder how long they'll be able to keep it up, because that's pretty much the MO.
Well, if you can't keep it up, then what's the point of doing it?
I think it's stupid getting rid of the straws. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to go to Smart and Final and buy a box of straws. And
it's Burger King. I told you Burger King.
And I'm going to just place them by all the ketchups.
Cargo shorts?
No. I'm going to place them in the ketchup next to the ketchups in all the food places. And if you want a straw, you grab a straw. If you don't, then you don't.
Do you have a special occasion coming up? Looking to personalize your trip with a keepsake? Create customized buttons for birthdays, engagements, family vacations, even bridal parties, or just because. Check out buttonsbydiggs.com today. Buttons by Diggs, Buttons by Diggs. Remember, those are buttons, not pins.
All right, so that's going to do it for this edition of the MousePIRE Podcast.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. Time to take some insulin and eat. Yes, that's the plan for me. That's how I spend my mornings, my
Diggs,
midnight.
Do you want some more of my nuts?
Those were really good nuts, and I thank you for sharing your nuts with me. They're really, really yummy. Even though he was hesitant to share them.
Well, they're nuts. You want to put them in your mouth.
All right, so don't forget to head over to Big Long Sweet Stuff. Yeah, and get some memory refreshers.
Maybe you'll remember.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
If you can find your way through the merchandise.
There's tons of merchandise in there.
Get you some a memory refresher and some unicorn bark.
But it is air conditioned in there.
Yes, and it felt really good to stand in there and get cooled off for a while. So yeah, head over there and try the memory refreshers. They're really, really good. And don't forget, you can now head over to Riverbell Terrace and get some breakfast.
You still get your pineapple donut.
Oh yeah, pineapple donut.
Not for breakfast if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they selling them early, or what time do they put those out?
I am not sure on that one.
You were mentioning first batch. You got the last of the first batch.
It was almost 4:30.
So I wonder what time their first batch goes out.
I don't remember. It might be 11 or 12.
Yeah.
I know that for sure the second one comes out at 5.
That's not breakfast then,
Well, he just mentioned the donut.
I know.
I wasn't breakfast.
I was just saying that you could have the donut for breakfast, but it doesn't come out in time. So.
Well, it depends on if you're like
when
me.
You get up.
When breakfast is 2:00 for me.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can have breakfast for dinner too. I like having breakfast for dinner.
That sounds good right now.
Yes,
in fact, that would be. I wish Riverbell had served breakfast for dinner.
That'd be cool.
Sister Moon's over at Miami.
Yeah, because does Carnation serve like the waffles and stuff all day, or is that
no? It's just breakfast.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, there's nobody.
I've never eaten there.
Nobody at Disneyland serves breakfast for dinner, and it's kind of annoying.
Oh well, TLT did when they were
doing that midnight that summer. Yeah.
But that's gone now. No more French toast dippers or whatever they're calling.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
Late night snacks.
And don't forget, you can check out the first iteration of the Pixar shorts over there at Tomorrowland Theater. Check out those 3 shorts, and then you'll have the other 3 over at DCA at the Sunset Showcase Theater.
And then you can probably go someplace in downtown Disney and buy some shorts.
Can you get some Quicksilver ones? Next to Bengal barbecue.
Probably.
Old reference there.
Yeah, right.
Billabong.
Billabong.
Hey, so social medias and all that. Find out all that stuff. See pictures of
Us and Mickey Mouse.
Rachel and Mickey Mouse or no, that was Giselle and whoever else that he's going to be posting pictures.
I mean, really, if you don't know who we are, where to find us by now, you need to listen to some older episodes.
Right, or something.
Scroll to the end. We're not saying anything else.
So, social medias, MousePIRE, 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 at MousePIRE.
There you go.
And
That's it.
something about fresh and your
Nope.
chickas.
Unimportant.
And, -2. Dan?
He's a teacher.
You're a teacher and you got a podcast.
I got several podcasts.
No invites. And
No.
So, where can we find you, Dan?
What? This guy? Where can we find you, Tim?
If they don't know where to find Tim by now, then they're not listening.
They don't need to find me. What do you
Tim
need me
Fresh
for?
Ivan 1.
No, don't tell them that.
Don't find that guy.
If you guys want Tim to get on Twitter,
no, that'll never happen.
Message him at.
I'm more likely to ride Storybook.
We should have a contest. Which one's going to happen first, Twitter or Storybook? Figure out how to work that one
Either.
out. Or the
No,
canoes.
you need to have a contest where it incentivizes Tim to do one or the other.
Oh, I mean, if there was like a incentive that was substantial, I would maybe consider.
He would do it for Unicorn Bug.
non-cash.
That has to be a very.
Who says non-cash? What do you mean? Cash is the best kind of incentive.
It has to be a button that he can't get.
There you go.
If you can find me a Firehouse band button,
there you go.
With
See?
the dog on it, that would be awesome. Maybe if you could go back in time and let me stay at the Dream Suite, or in the future invite me along without having to pay to go to 21 Royal. Something like that.
Without having to pay, that's asking a lot.
Well, I'm just
that's
literally asking a lot.
I don't have much. Maybe they have more.
That's like asking not having to pay at Club 33, or at least not having to tip. Oh.
Anyway, I can be found on the internet. Danzig77, DANSZIG77.
He's actually on Twitter.
I actually am on Twitter at Danzig77,
No one
DANSZIG77.
About Twitter.
Hey, we referenced several tweets today.
Yes.
Tweeters.
These damn tweeters.
Yeah. Extraordinary Culture Podcast, Reach Higher Riverside Podcast, and Disneyland Park, and then back at work next week.
Yay.
Hey,
sorry.
You're going to do it again.
I will be here next week, but I can't guarantee the whole thing.
Yep. And the Los Caballero over there, what are you doing?
Panchito over here.
I am tube free. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier.
Tube free at twitter.com.
There you go. And you can find me on Instagram at Baloo1313.
The pics of the absence of tubes?
No. You don't want to see that.
No one wants to see
it. A little gross down
there?
Yeah.
Still bandaged?
No.
Leaking?
No.
Holy.
Yes.
Hey, do you look like that guy with the tubes from Rogue One?
No.
Two tubes?
Yeah, two tubes.
Wait, is it there's a hole? Or it's...
I'll show you later.
I don't want to see. I just want you to describe it to
You're
me.
Inquiring.
I know how.
Inquiring minds want to know. There you go, see?
Well, I told Jose yesterday that it looks like I have a second belly button.
Oh. Well, that sounds like something I definitely don't want to see.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Especially if it's an Audi.
Maybe if you take a picture, I'll show it to Elizabeth, though.
I'll think about it. I seriously will think about it.
I'll just give you her number. You can text it to her.
I got her number.
No, there you go.
All right. You can also follow Buttons by Diggs on Instagram. There you'll see where your button order's going out. Don't forget to head over to dgpclothing.com. Get your MousePIRE gear. And, hey, we're on Snappies. Don't forget the Snaps.
Did you snap yesterday?
I didn't. I forget. You didn't remind me.
No, I was going to, too.
You should have. But, I don't know. I'll try to remember sometime. We'll get the Snappies going. And don't forget to head over to patreon.com. Help support the podcast. Patreon.com/MousePIRE. Also, check out our YouTube channel, MousePIRE Podcast, on YouTube. And you can listen to podcasts there. Thanks to Tim the Tech. Yes, thank you, Tim. Appreciate it.
And if you go to the Patreon, you can make the Michael the Old School Mail Guy donation for $3.
$3.
Which isn't enough to cover anything.
Don't do that. I'm going to do chalk. Donate. If you're going to spend any money, donate to chalk.
Yes, donate to Chalk. Dan is going to be walking for the Chalkas.
Yeah.
Doing the Chalk Walk on
doing the chalk walk.
August
26th.
With Chunklas?
With Chunklas.
with Chunklas.
You're going to Chunkla the Chalk Walk?
No.
Oh.
And I will definitely put the link for your donations.
I'll give it to you.
MousePIRE.
Until next time, remember, the Tomorrowland Theater is in Tomorrowland. That's it. So for Guy Fieri, Alan Alda, and Nikolai Volkov, I'm Anthony.
I'm Tim.
I'm Dan.
I'm Diggs.
Bye.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Me too.
I believe he's tooling with you, sir.
Love those porgs.
Dinner.
This podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Audio, sound bites, and other clips are property of their copyright holders. All original stuff is ours and property of MousePIRE.com.
In this, we've got nothing. You know what that means.
I think it's just making up endings. That doesn't even say.
So for this guy, that guy, and the other guy, in this week's episode, Diggs lacks a tube. Wah, wah, wah. I believe he's tooling with you, sir. You want some of my nuts in your mouth, Anthony?
Maybe later.
Okay. In this week's episode, a student removes the tube.
What was I saying?
James Gunn, Bob Iger skiing. When he gets back, they make a decision.
Yeah.
In this week's episode, it's the thing we've been waiting for a really long time. The removal of the medical devices from Diggs' abdomen. He's tube-free, everyone! I'm sorry, I got carried away.
I like putting my own nuts in my mouth.
Oh.